Well, everyone, welcome back. Had a little 1 week hiatus there, so my birthday, but we're all back together now.
Happy birthday! Well, it's late now.
Thank
but
you.
Happy belated.
Belated birthday wishes.
You survived.
Although people who were there don't need to give them.
No, but still.
But picking up where we left off, you guys had headed to the Winfield commune. You obtained one dad-free Felons, a young boy with immense psychic potential, who is an object of desire both for Mr. Megorium, the magic shopkeeper, and a group of secretive royal, almost special ops group, you know, as the King's Shadow, who had arrived shortly after you and barely missed you. You were aided in your escape by a carriage driver who was generous enough to help pick you up and create some diversions on the way out. You are now on the road, traveling with the family of the Felons and this caravan masters, a couple of attendees, and of course yourselves. We had left off, you had stopped to camp for the night, a little clearing off the side of the road. We'll pick it up from there. You are, by the way, just a couple of days out from Solana. At least moving at the pace you were moving at with Petresso.
Yeah, there's just the one wagon.
Yes.
Okay. So there's Geed, and then you said 2 attendees?
Yes.
Okay.
So, when Cass wakes up, he would like to see if Etta is awake.
What time is it? What time would Cass wake up?
Probably early.
We all turned in pretty early. That's probably up. That's probably like blinking into aware. Like if you start moving, she'll probably start moving.
He'd try to stay still if he thinks you're still asleep, but if you're awake, then he's not going to worry about that.
It's probably like half awake. We are half awake.
Morning.
Morning.
So, figure this is good a time as any as he sits up.
You need a drink first. You got a face, man. That's a face. Don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, no, actually, a drink sounds really nice. Girlfriend.
Did we finish the wine? Did we
finish the wine?
You drank copious amounts, but it was a half cask, if I remember correctly.
That was a bottle.
Oh,
yeah,
bottle.
it's just
No,
a
that's
bottle.
Done. That's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say Cass still has his mini cask.
That's fine, but the bottle is drained.
Oh, yes, actually, if you
I think I've still got good vodka.
you should still have.
I think
Vodka?
I've still got good vodka. I'll bring that out.
Woo! Yeah, no, Cass will take a drink of that. Oh yeah, that's better. So,
Breakfast.
accurate. We're cool, right? You and I?
Yeah, I reckon so.
Like, you know, the shit we've gotten into the past couple days, and I know GoPro's kind of mad at me about some shit.
I mean, you flashing your fucking tats at people wasn't appreciated.
That intimidation tactic, it worked very well.
I don't think we needed it, though. I don't know if
Are
that's
you
something you
sure?
need. Nah. We paid the man.
You paid the man, but that was after I flashed it.
That's true.
More
I would have
size.
paid the man anyway, but... I mean, you doing that in places leaves a trail. People don't forget that.
People forget me. But that's a side topic.
What does that mean?
That's a side topic.
Why did you say it like that? Your eyebrow twitched.
Right. That's a side topic anyway. Not what I wanted to talk about.
Sound like a side
Not-
topic.
not-
What do you mean people forget about you?
Not what I wanted to talk about at all. But point is, group wanted to some trust issues, concerned about me going off doing things on my own. So
I mean, yeah, we're cool.
I guess.
Listen, we're trying to be a group
Alright.
And we've got to be able to trust each other to not fuck things up for the other part of the group. So, like, we could have just as easily fucked up that sale for you if you'd sold it to somebody more unsavory. Like, it could have swapped, man. Like, it could have gone either way. If we had the thing and we did our thing and you pissed someone off, you being by yourself, you're a lot more likely to get into trouble.
I'm more likely to get into trouble.
Yes, Cassian, you're more likely to get into trouble. Don't even.
Fair.
We're trying to do things together, right? And we're trying to do decent things together. We're trying to be not criminals, right? We're trying to... I don't know what we're trying to do, but we're not...
Something. We're trying to do something.
We're just... We're not great people. Except Cranthor. Cranthor's a gem, and we don't deserve him. But, I mean, what are we doing? It seems like the further we go together, the more shit we stir.
I'm good at that.
I mean, most of us are,
Right.
but it's like Simon says, we're adventurers, not mercenaries, right?
They're the same fucking thing in my book.
I'd argue there are some moral implications there that probably differentiate them sometimes. I mean, sure,
I don't know, most
not
people I meet are,
always.
if they're a mercenary or an adventurer, they do the same shit.
Maybe.
Whoever pays them, they go and do whatever that means.
But, I don't know. I'm not here to hurt people, is what I'm saying.
Fair. So, you remember the... Back up just a little bit.
Okay, alright.
I'm trying to tell the group more about what shit I'm doing, yes? Because that's what you want, yes?
Yeah.
Do you remember when we talked the night Finnegan left?
Vaguely, you had something that radiated some bad juju, but
Right. I have a job.
you have a job.
From McGoy.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. That makes 3 of us now.
Yes. But I need help with it. I've determined that as I've thought about it more and more and more, I can't do it myself.
What did you do?
So, here we go.
What did you do, Cassian?
Here we go.
I take another drink of vodka.
Again, remember, this is back a ways, yes.
Yeah, it's been
Back
a minute.
ways.
Like, how far back a minute?
Cathosis?
A big back a minute. Alright.
Yes, big back a minute. We've been moving in the right direction, but I didn't feel like I needed to bring it up to a group because, again, I thought I could do it myself, realizing that's maybe not the smartest thing. However, I have something to deliver
Alright.
to the Dreadbog.
Alright, we going there.
To the dragon and the Dreadbog.
Sounds like it's pretty appreciative of gifts. I don't know what your issue is.
Right. I just need help getting there.
I mean, we're going.
Right. So you're on board.
I guess so. What are you giving it?
The item I was carrying.
Right, so it's a good thing, right? Like, it's a parcel to be delivered, not a bad surprise to be delivered that results in us never being able to come
No,
back.
my understanding is it comes with a letter, and I'm give it to the dragon, and then dragon gives me something, I deliver it to McGoy, and we're done.
And we're done.
It's not
It
going about the
doesn't
dragon.
feel malicious in any way.
Not towards the dragon, no.
Not toward who. The way you say that implies that it is malicious towards someone, Cassian.
I assume the necromancers?
Eh?
I assume the Ebon Cabal?
We have enough background to know that the dragon and the Ebon Cabal don't get along, right?
I believe Cranthor mentioned
Yeah,
that.
Cranthor's talked
I
about
thought
that.
so. Well, at the moment, if I have to list the people I'm concerned about pissing off, the Ebon Cabal, like, necromancers are at the bottom.
They wouldn't know. We give it to the dragon, done.
Yeah,
Again,
that
it's a
sounds
delivery.
alright.
It's a delivery. We go take it, I give the dragon the letter, dragon gives me whatever, I take it back to McGory, and we're done.
I mean, at this point, we're all so ensconced into Megorian's business that it probably doesn't matter. what we do.
So you're on board.
Yeah, sure, why the hell not?
Awesome. Perfect.
Hopefully we make... Dragons seem like good friends. Those seem like good friendship investments. Maybe.
So I have to ask, how was the Dragon Rider?
I don't... I told you when you were gone. You left. So,
Wait, you've already
it
talked about
watched-
this?
Yeah, they asked as soon as I got back. What else were they gonna do? Think about our
Fantastic.
group, Cassian. Anyway, the
You're right,
dragon
right.
watched, and it was awkward, and I don't
Dragon
think
watched.
I did a good job. Let's not talk about it anymore.
You don't think you did a good job?
I don't think I did a good job.
I have told you what I used to do, right?
I know. I don't need lessons.
Wait. Are you sure?
Yeah.
I can help you out, Ella. I am a professional.
No.
Again.
She's turned red at this point. And she's falling out the dead. Stop.
I can help you out, Ella. He's gonna
Stop.
come out.
Fucking I hate helping you. Ugh.
Oh, come on, you like
Crandor! Morning! Wake up, y'all. Come on.
Turtle! You do kind of awake to your name being shouted by multiple people, including an excitable child next to you, just kind of pushing on your head.
My head comes out to turn towards the boy.
Cool!
Hello, Gagfrey.
Hi, Cranthor.
Good morning.
Good morning. Is your show comfortable? Is it like a bed?
Particularly, no.
If you sleep on a bed, is it comfortable?
I don't really feel the shell.
He like pokes your shell. You feel this?
No, my boy.
He like a little harder. How about now?
I feel pressure, but not sensation.
Huh. He wanders off.
Arms pop out, legs pop out. Stand. I look around. What do I see?
Well, you did hear Edda shouting your name when you woke up.
There was good mornings and stuff. And, like, she'd go over, like, beat on whatever wagon Mr. Sparks is hidden under.
I think there's only the one.
It is just
Yeah.
the one. I'll just beat on
What's the family doing right now? Do they have food and stuff, or are they kind of just like refugee huddled?
They are nearish the extinguished fire. They were given some bedrolls to use. You see that Yeet has started the fire again.
Okay.
And kind of over some sticks that he's laid out above it, he has like a pot with some flat iron surfaces with some eggs and sausage.
Okay.
You see the servants kind of grabbing some wrapped bread out of the wagon, some butter, and preparing breakfast.
Is there any water nearby?
Um,
Like a river? Or
There's not one immediately next to your camp. They have water supplies in the wagon. There's like a tapped barrel.
I was more thinking fish.
You don't see any immediately. You can go look for some, or you can ask Geed if he has any.
I don't think Cranthor's ever bought fish. I don't think he would do that. Doesn't feel right.
He definitely has like stored fish that's been like kept in oil.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, be the same thing. Probably just paying for it directly. Unless it's just the aspect of paying for fish that upsets him, in which case.
That's more what I was thinking.
Okay.
Feels like he should catch them himself or be given them as a gift. Paying for them is kind of
cheapens the fish.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. But no, none are immediately visible to you.
Granthor was to eat the eggs and sausage. He doesn't feel like venturing out this early.
How far did we travel since we left the commune?
It was you're less than a day away still.
Okay.
But you felt you're making pretty good speed. So, depending on when you get going, you imagine Putreso's group might catch up or pass you. As for the King's Shadow members, it's hard to say.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of wondering about.
Their wagon did receive some inconveniences to it before.
Yes, it did.
Speaking of which, has the bird made it back? Or is it still...
Yeah, by this point it would have.
Okay. Anything back from it? Because it would come to Cass.
Do you want to refresh me on who you sent that to one more time?
I don't know, actually. The kid sent it.
Yes, okay, I know who he sent that to.
Yep. I was going to say he sent it, so... But it will reply sometimes. It doesn't actually say what kind of message it will send back.
Oh, so it would just tell you exactly what the
Right.
person who last had it sent.
Right.
Okay.
If it picked up on a message to give back.
So does its beak just open up and then their voice comes out?
I imagine so.
Yeah, that sounds like that would be the mechanic. So yeah, it flies up and...
But she's still in the tent at that point. I imagine when it would show up. Because he'd be putting on armor.
It probably is like waiting for you when you wake up, honestly.
Oh!
Ooh, yes.
So there's like some back and forth, and you turn to look at it, and his beak just and you know, like an answering machine in front of you. Godfrey, listen, the people you're with, there's going to be trouble if you stay with them. Just come back. These are the king's men. They mean the best, and no one will be better.
Oh, yeah, it's creepy, too.
Do I recognize that voice at all?
No.
Okay.
No, you don't.
So this is the first I've seen of the bird
Mm-hmm.
since I saw it with Sky, right?
You saw the emblem with Sky, but you haven't seen it in an actual bird form yet.
That's true. Yeah, you've just seen like the little mini...
And you didn't know Cass got it.
You fucking stole it! Cassian!
I didn't steal shit. Runwin had it. Then I got it from her.
Run and steal it? God. What?
And then I got it from her.
Hence,
Go talk to
then-
Runwin. I just...
Runwin ain't here.
Go talk to her when she comes
Memoriam
back.
store ain't Runwin.
What the... Well, if she's coming back, go talk to her. Me.
I don't know if we're cool anymore.
You're still helping me though, right?
I
can still help you.
I guess then we launch into our "Are we cool?" discussion.
Yep. But yeah, so he would pocket that once it came back.
Cranthor, you see Godfrey approaching you again, and he has what appears to be a giant kind of bass that is still, it's dead, but it's intact, and you can see like little salt crystals across the body, and he comes walking up. He's like, "Here you go."
Thank you, my boy.
No, you wanted fish, right?
How did you know?
I can hear your thoughts. And he just walks away again.
Do we all hear him say that?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's a little dry, but it's not rotten or anything. It's in decent condition.
Aw, you got a friend, Cranthor.
As he goes running back to the wagon, you see You kind of shuffling around some stuff, and he like starts heckling him about something. Like boosts him into the wagon to go look at something.
Aww.
Once Cass gets his armor on, he'll head out too. Morning, everyone but Edda, who I already said good morning to.
Good morning, Thomas.
Nice fish you got there, Granthal.
Ah, thank you. Young Godfrey gave it to me.
Where'd he get it?
I do not know.
God, I know what I forgot to buy when we were at the Capitol.
What's that?
I forgot to buy coffee.
Perhaps Geed may have
Maybe.
some.
I almost don't want to ask. Ain't gonna lie.
A little tired, but I'm doing alright. I think I could do without coffee. How are you, Spox? Doing alright?
Pretty good. Ready to get this family to Solaris.
Makes sense. Well, guess I want to eat and then we head out.
Sounds good. Hopefully we're not being followed.
That'd be nice. I feel like at this point, if they're out on the road, Edda just has a routine of looking for birds that are looking at her.
Okay.
Just
Fair.
in case.
Just in case.
Give me
It's important now.
give me a perception.
Perception. It's +4. Ooh, that's a 22.
You lock eyes with the sparrow, and it comes fluttering over.
I'll hold my arm. Tentatively.
And it kind of hops around on your arm a little bit. And then it, you notice there's like a little, like a mini something like tied to one of its legs.
Oh, son of a bitch. I untie it real gently.
A small piece of like miniature parchment that you,
I'll carefully, I'll keep the bird and I'll, tie it. And unroll it.
you unroll it. And the parchment reads, "Where the woods falter and the brackish swamp begins, you will find a reward for your efforts."
I ain't done anything. What?
You did.
I did some. I did a little bit.
You did what they asked.
I guess. Where the foot. Okay, read it again.
Where the woods falter
Okay. I got that part.
and the swamp begins, you will find a reward for your efforts.
I'll break off a little piece of hardtack or something and give it to the bird.
It kind of greedily noms it up and then takes off.
Huh.
Do we notice this?
I'm right there with you.
I mean, yeah. If your passive perception is higher than 10, so I'll give that to you. Yeah.
I fucking told y'all birds knew things.
You have a friend.
I guess I do.
It also has a stamp of the banished at the bottom.
Gonna put that in a place where other people can't see it. So I think I told you we keep running into these druids, these leaf people.
I mean, the wilds are their domain.
Yeah, I watched
The
them
banished.
destroy the entire town.
The banished,
Yeah.
yes.
They just stomped it right over with giant trees.
Yeah, the giant trees were a little bit frightened. That was a bit unnerving.
Yes.
They normally do not behave as such.
See, I wouldn't assume so. I can only imagine what they've been through. You can't. It's one side of a bigger story and things like that. But before we met you, Mr. Sparks, before I met any of these people, really, I was saved by a druid woman who gave me and a couple other people horses. The other two people didn't make it out. We tried real hard though. But I was supposed to bring back help, and I didn't think that I had upheld my end of the bargain because I didn't ever make it back. Like, I sent the word and, like, people were sent, like, the kingdom mobilized because what else are you gonna do when there's thousands of fucking gnolls on your doorstep? But
No.
I didn't think it counted, but I guess it did.
Is that why you were shouting at birds randomly?
Yes, okay! Wait. Fucking stalkers. What you are.
I just met you. I had to figure out what the fuck you were doing.
Is that the old... That's your first impression of me then, besides giving a decent account of things?
Yes,
Was
that you
yelling
were-
at birds?
Yes, that you were insane and yelling at birds.
Alright, listen.
I thought we've gotten past that though.
Birds know shit.
Apparently. You just got a message from one of them.
I did. I mean, the message wasn't from the bird, but the birds carry messages.
Carried it.
Shut
Same
up.
difference.
But yeah. So,
Um,
like...
Birds carry messages. He pulls out the little trinket. They can do that. Puts it back.
But, yeah, I guess it counted. I guess that counts as my end of not dying. I don't see how it measures up, but...
So we all just need to yell at some birds then. Fantastic.
I wouldn't do that. I mean, technically, the lady did make contact before the bird, but Druid and bird was my only connection, so that's what I went with.
Well, you did good.
Guess so. Guess I'll be looking for something when we go to the Dreadbug, Cranthor.
Do you know where?
It said where the forest or where the woods falter and the swamp begins. I don't know if
So
that,
right as we're getting there?
I guess so. I don't know if that means anything to you.
You would know that around where kind of the brackish water begins, the type of foliage changes, and there's kind of like a ring of dead trees that surround the swamp. There's like the natural forest gives in to the swamp lands.
It's dope as hell.
I know of a place that could be described as such.
I guess I got something waiting for me there.
We will find it then.
Fantastic.
Cassian, you gonna share with the group?
I figured I would do that as one-on-one
Yeah, whatever.
with people.
All right, everyone. If we're going to get moving before we have some company, we should get going. Anyone needs to take a potty break, go now. I ain't stopping this wagon.
I like the sound of that.
It's probably our best option.
Time is money, unless you're going to pay me a premium. We're going.
Off we
Let's go
go.
off.
then.
Before we, as we're leaving, I want to try and hide that we were there, like our camp.
Can I aid him in doing that? I assume it's survival.
Yeah. I will allow survival or stealth.
I'll take survival.
Okay.
If Cass were to help, would he be able to do stealth?
Yeah.
I got a 13.
You're having a really hard time hiding on the signs of the fire.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say only an 11 unless I get advantage, but that's generally
Okay.
just with the
Yeah,
cloak.
you think you've made it more hard to gauge how many people were camped here, but
Okay.
it's obvious somebody was here.
Excellent. Well, I'm trying to hide that it is if they're chasing after us or anyone's pursuing us.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Everyone hopping back in the wagon?
Think I should scout or go ahead and stick with you?
The wagon's not invisible anymore, is it?
No. The felons are staying inside.
Right.
I don't know if you could keep up with it. Sounds like he drives pretty quick.
Has he been? Keeping a good
It's
pace?
been a brisk pace.
Okay. Then yeah, then
You technically could.
I think
with all your
he is
extra
moving a nice 50 feet around as opposed to the standard 30.
oh, then Cass should be able to actually still stealth and keep up.
Actually, for a heavy wagon, normally you're only moving at like 20 because
Right.
the horses are encumbered. So he is moving very quickly for a wagon.
Since Cass could move 60, though, and then
Yes.
challenge would be disadvantage on stealth. However,
Right.
he has advantage because he's got the cloak, so then it would be a flat roll
Yes.
every time.
Yes.
Think we need it? Are we good?
Probably not.
Fair.
It's pretty close to how far.
I'll
you
take it
get.
easy then. I prefer it that way, to be honest.
I
All
guess if somebody wants to write blah, 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 blah.
How much you want to drink this morning, Etta?
2 drinks! Shut up. If someone wants to ride with Mr. Deeb there, someone keeps watch up front, someone keeps watch out back.
I think he's got his attendees up there.
Does he?
He does, doesn't he?
There's one driving the thing, and another one kind of just going about the stores, refilling with stuff. Like messes like a shelf contraption, like opens up, and all of a sudden there's more stuff, and you see
This is
him
a hella big
arranging
wagon.
things, and compressing it back down. He himself is, he appears to be kind of just messing with a coin he's playing with, but he doesn't seem to give much mind to what's happening.
Think it's worth keeping watching. I'm asking everybody.
I say we hang out
What do you
inside.
think? Alright.
I'm feeling good about this.
Trust you.
Now, if you're with a normal caravan, it takes you some time to get there. But with me, we should be there, if we don't stop, around the middle of the night.
Awesome. Then we should go.
Sounds pretty good.
Do his horses look like regular horses?
Yep,
I can't remember what
big,
the
but
point.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
In fact, they're not even armored.
Yeah. I think we all just get in the back then and
Yeah.
go.
Agreed.
Get it moving, come on, go! The wagon kind of jolts and it just starts going at a speed that's pretty quick, really. This is you've been on slower horses bareback. Well, maybe you haven't, but some party members have. And
I did ride a
and they
horse
never
in
do it
the
again.
We don't talk about horses.
No, I remember what happened.
I don't mind horses. They can get you places faster.
Sure. Sure they can.
You know, I've officially stopped worrying about your preferences.
If you're having trouble with horses, I sell a saddle that tames them for you. Commands the animal to do whatever you want.
Does it work on the ladies?
Well, I got a different kind
Just
of,
the biggest glare. Give me the biggest glare.
maybe another time.
You need help with the ladies. It's all about Dex.
Yeah,
Promise.
Cassian's
Keep that in
proficient.
mind.
I am proficient and a professional. Mating. We're talking about mating. If you're picking up on this.
Many
Ah,
times.
there's kids in this wagon.
Oh shit, no.
The parents are kind of looking toward all of you. The Gadfrey seems to not pick up on what's happening.
That's okay. That's good. That's real good. Oh man.
You
Is
see,
there?
he like walks around just levitating random things.
He's having the time of his life, isn't he?
Every now and again, you'll see like the attendant come up and be like, "Don't mess with that," and like puts it back where it was.
Cass will watch him just kind of fascinated. Just watching him enjoy all the little things.
So, friends, picking up a kid and family for Megorium. Gotta ask, what's he paying you?
I
I
must
don't know.
admit, I do not.
What's he paying us,
know.
Mr. Sparks?
I don't know. I thought you guys knew.
I
We might not be getting paid at all.
would.
This sounds like a pro bono mission.
That's a raw deal.
He gave me this Lux Stone.
My question is, what is your interest in?
I was curious if I could be the higher bidder.
No.
What's
Sorry.
Let's talk over here real quick.
No.
No.
I am not.
No.
No. We're good. Appreciate the offer, but
You guys don't want to hear him out?
no.
If you're worried about having any kind of ruffle with him, we go back a ways. I'm sure I could work it out. Just a me and him thing.
He can work it
No.
out.
Cass would like to insight that.
Sure.
Nope. That's a natural one.
You believe it.
Hey, I'll use my passive.
You believe it.
Okay. That they're old friends and they'll.
Fuck it.
Yeah, you can work it out between them.
No.
Here's the thing though. He already kind of paid me. I don't know how to. I don't want to back out on that. I owe him for this Lex Stone. I'll hold it in the Lex Stone and show it to him.
What was he going to charge it for? I could cover it.
500 gold.
I'll pay 5,000 for the kid right now.
No.
I am not comfortable selling people. Thank you, though.
The parents, once again, are just like looking back and forth at this
Yeah,
exchange.
I'm not
Sorry.
comfortable with that conversation. We've
I'm sorry.
discussed with the parents that we would take them to Megorium.
Well, I didn't say I wasn't going to.
I think.
Or sorry, I guess Cass would not know that. Sorry, I just realized that.
I think the kids go to the same place, but he knows this family
No.
is worth more than I think. Megoria lowballed us on the initial offer.
No.
I'm sorry. 500 gold to get yourselves fucking engaged with the King's Shadow?
There was you
No.
had a
No
price.
wonder he likes hiring you.
No, it was more than that. I do.
I know
recall
he
the
gave you a
price.
price. It was the Lux Stone, and then was it 2,000?
No, Rick
gold?
knows what it is. That's what Sparks said. Was he thought you guys knew, but Sparks knows.
I think he told us once, but like I guarantee Anna doesn't remember.
Cass remembers.
Sparks and Rick.
Raptor definitely does not remember it.
Sierra and Etta both don't remember.
Again, not in the business of selling people. So, whatever deal you made with Megorium.
No, my friend, you misunderstand. I'm not buying them as servants. I'm simply buying the rights to transport them to Megorium myself.
That sounds hinky as fuck, man. No.
You can trust me. I'm an honest businessman.
As kind as your offer is, we are already on our way there, so we might as well just deliver ourselves.
And for a smaller payoff.
It's a natural one. He's the most honest man I've ever met.
You've never met a man who instilled more trust and just authenticity than this guy.
Wow. Every time.
I don't know. I think they're friends, and this is just a prank. We could profit 1,500 gold off of it.
I think we've got enough irons and enough pots. As honest as you are, and I don't mean to offend, but we've got our contract and we're just gonna fill it.
Well, that's very honorable.
Thank you, we're trying!
We are nothing if not.
Turning over a new leaf. Turning over a new leaf.
You guys know we were initially hired to kidnap him.
That's
We
not
don't
how
know
you.
that!
That's
We
not
don't
how.
know
That's
that!
not how Mr. Sparks described
Yeah.
it.
We don't, you went through great pains to make it seem like we were on
Fine.
a
A final offer. 7,500.
No. Geet, I apologize.
Guys, I think we should hear him out.
No. We've got our contract. For God's sake, let's just
8,000.
finish our contract.
For clarification, you just plan on delivering to Megorium.
Exactly. No, I have a caravan. I can't take care of a
I'd like to
family and child.
insight that just to make sure.
Yeah, can I
Sure.
do another insight?
Well, not terrible. Let's see, skills. That's an unnatural 20.
Yeah,
You believe him?
17.
10.
Yep.
Guys, not everything's about money.
What?
That's twice the pay.
But not everything's about money.
Could we be present?
As long as we agree that the rights to handing over The child and family are mine. I'm willing to accept those terms.
I think I figured you owe Megorium, don't you?
No.
I think I've figured out what's going on here. It's 25.
So with the 25, you don't think it's a debt. You think he is legitimately going to do this to lord over Megorium. Like, he is going to use this as a way to stick it to him.
Yeah, I didn't know if he had a debt that he specifically was trying to
No,
pay.
you think this is amusement for him. He is paying you $8,000
That was the other way I was
yeah.
kind of thinking. Okay.
He is going to show up and just charge him through the nose for this kid, is what you're gathering.
So, from Cass's interactions with Megorium, would this fulfill their contract, though? Can I roll to see that?
I'm trying to think if...
Because this would be...
You might not need to roll for that.
Because this would not be the deal that had originally been...
You weren't there for the actual deal being made. But, if it is similar to what you had made, this would not fly.
You know, change my mind. Nope. I think definitely we should be the ones to deliver to Megorium.
Yes, he is not one to anger, I think.
Oh, he's a sweetheart. Just don't mess with his store.
Don't mess with
Yeah,
his store,
we
don't
noticed.
mess with his customers, but
Yes,
also I feel
I
like this
heard
might bother
about
him a
that.
good bit if we broke an agreement that you made.
I feel like we got lowballed on the price here.
Well, you said you were the one good at making deals, my friend, so it sounds like you got lowballed and pulled us into it. So, perhaps next time we can do it as a group, huh? Didn't we have a similar discussion about me?
Yeah, you ain't had
Well,
your one-on-ones yet.
No,
You
I
don't get to
remember
talk.
that day. You guys were going off, and I wanted to find a new job. You guys didn't want me to. I went off on my own and did it.
Ed, but
And you got mad at me for doing the exact same thing, my friend.
The group told me to go do it by myself.
Did they?
Mm-hmm.
Well, don't let me interrupt the happy family.
No, please interrupt the happy family, Mr. Geed, please.
Look, I'm offering, it sounds like a good deal more than my friend is.
What if we turn him in and I'll help you prank Megorium?
I want no part.
Yeah, you're welcome to do that on your own, my friend.
God,
It seems like he has a good sense of humor.
trouble.
It seems like he'll fucking kill you if you do something like that, but... Excuse my language, children. You can't use that language.
Those are bad words. Can't say those.
At
words.
this point, Gadfrey's mother already has her hands up for his ears.
I'm just horrified.
She just sternly looks out at you. The father just kind of...
Apologies, madam.
How about this? You sold me this hat in disguise self. I'll turn in. We'll take in Gadfrey and his family, and I'll disguise myself as you.
No, that's not going to work, my friend.
Oh yeah.
I'm afraid parlor tricks like that aren't quite enough to pull the wool over his eyes.
Well, what do you have in mind?
Well, I was just gonna extort it with the kid, but
My do-gooder friends here.
I think that would sour relations with Megorium.
To be fair, Ronwin is friends with him, and it would probably not be a good idea for us to
you know what I can do
cause
for you?
problems there.
I like a good prank.
I'll pay you 500 gold
Mm.
to keep him busy with the kid in the shop. I don't know. Find something.
Please don't. Please don't. Please don't.
Again,
Please don't
I
do that.
want no part.
I'll go ahead and
Granthor
Please.
walks away.
Please, God.
work myself to the back of the store.
Oh, fuck. We are.
And I'll give him a fun surprise after he's done with you.
No, please don't. Please don't do.
No.
Please.
What?
I would prefer
What kind
not.
of surprise?
I would prefer not. I'm hearing
Is it
all of
malicious?
this.
Is it funny?
Oh, I think it's hilarious.
I don't think he's gonna think he's funny.
He's
I
got
heard
friends.
he disintegrated 6 people.
That sounds like a money's man. Doesn't happen often. They must have been pretty rude.
So it would probably
They
make
were
him mad if
pretty
you
rude.
pulled a prank on him while we were in his shop.
Look, he wouldn't do that to me.
They said they were old friends.
Do it.
And if you're being goody-goodies and you're giving him his kid at that piss-poor rate, I can't imagine he's going to want to melt you. It's hard to find help that's that useful and that cheap.
That's true. That's what I'm known for.
Humanitarian mission.
I say we prank him.
I do
Please
not
don't.
intend to.
No.
Grantor is covering
Oh,
his ears,
buddy!
and his head is partially into his
You're
scalp.
scaring Cranthor! Stop it!
That's just a prank between two old buddies.
No!
Also, for clarification, I have an agreement with Megorium, so
No
just so you
pranks?
all know. No.
Cranthor's got an agreement with
I
Megorium. We're
do
under
as
well.
contract with Megorium.
Yes, two of us
People
do.
love pranks.
Two of us have agreements. Prefer not to sour that relationship at the moment.
People love pranks.
No.
If you wish to risk disintegration,
Ah, sure.
you may
Sir.
do so on your own. Mrs.
8 grown ass men gone. Split second.
So I heard.
It was awe-inspiring. Scary as shit, but awe-inspiring, and I do not intend to be on that side of
He said
him.
the prank's not malicious.
I believe you. You're a very honest man.
I am.
I don't want to piss Megorium. You don't know how people react to things.
Maybe,
What if he's having a bad day and it just really makes him
Well,
mad?
if he's having a bad day and it makes his day better because an old friend pops in and pranked him. Maybe
It'll be a hoot.
They see a hoot.
Or he turns you to
Again,
ash.
you two on
Listen,
your own
what
time.
y'all do on your time is...
You two
I'm
on your
in.
own
Look,
time.
I can wait till you guys are gone to do my bit.
I want to see
Feel free.
the bit. I want to see it.
Might be hard to show. I'm going to be in the back.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody except Megorium go in the back. I don't...
You are going to get yourself killed.
Oh, no. Like I said, old friends.
I believe you.
I've been in there once before. Interesting place.
Sorry, wait.
That's
Where?
cool.
Oh, sometime, I'm sure. Anyway. If you're in on it, 500 gold.
I'm in.
Good for you, man.
I just need you to keep him busy. I might know a few tricks that stop his normal gimmicks from knowing I'm there.
I'm going to need that gold up front. It's,
For the persuasion. Yeah, his face immediately right into
just in case you don't make it back from the back room. It's a 17.
I'll give you 100 up front.
Yeah, 150.
Fuck it, fine.
All right, we're going to put. What do I need to just distract
Junior's
them?
here still covered, good.
I just need to distract them. How long?
Give me like 30 seconds.
I can distract anyone for 30 seconds.
Just don't do anything too offensive. He might actually take issue with that. I can talk it down once I talk to him, but if you piss off too much before then, well.
Oh, no, I'll tell them a joke.
Ah,
Oh,
good,
no.
good.
I got a great joke, guys. Don't you worry.
I'm a friend.
I feel this is ill-advised.
It'll be fine,
What friends
Granthor.
love pranking each other? We'll make his day. Bring him the kid. Old friend pops in, plays a prank. They can't get any better than that.
I think it depends on how you
I
define
think
prank.
a lot of things can get better than that.
Again, I think it depends on how you define prank.
That's true.
What he intends to do.
That's your business. I
Again,
don't want to know what it is.
Your time. We're not a part of this. You two get caught. 3 of us, nope.
Fair enough. I'll wait till
do
you
shit.
leave the store, and then my bit.
See, we won't even be there.
Ha, us 3 won't be there. Apparently you
You'll
will.
be there.
Looking forward to it.
I am too. This will be good stuff. Megorium's going to love this.
Well, you lot have fun. I'm gonna go check at the front.
Oh, hey, I got a question for you. Can you help me with something, Mr. Geed?
Do you need me to sell you something?
Yes. Because I've forgotten in the past 3 towns we've stopped in.
I might just be able to help you.
Do you happen to have a loot in this cart?
A loot?
Please don't laugh at me.
Of course! What kind? And this like rack of loots just expands.
I've been poor a long time. I don't know any of it. Like,
there's a lot of different shapes and sizes and string types
I've seen
and
a loot that big before. That's odd.
yeah, there's like a big
like,
base loot that's just like enormous.
Big loot. I'll just pick one that's got like a nice polish to it. Like it looks nice. And ask tentatively how much it is, because now I'm scared.
Well, for this kind of craftsmanship, I think 60 gold doer.
Does it look like a normal loot?
It's nicer than a normal loot.
Can I try to figure out about how much it would be?
Yeah.
Appraise.
That's a 14, and what would you add to that?
Intelligence.
Just straight intelligence?
Yes.
That should be a +2, so 16.
16. You think there's a markup on that price, but it's not an insane amount? It's within the realm of reason, kind of.
Do I believe I could talk him down just a little bit, maybe? With
I think he's got some room in there, yeah.
So I think maybe in the 50 range would be reasonable.
You think it'd be hard even below 50.
Okay. Come on, friend, for this beautiful woman, 50 gold.
Persuasion?
Pass system.
Yeah.
Excellent.
With advantage, then?
Yes.
Yeah, if you help out with the prank, you might turn that on.
Nope, that's okay.
21.
52.
I was gonna pay him 60, but okay.
52.
52's fine.
You had to jiggle it. That's good.
Does it come with a case? I hit a lot of things and I get hit a lot.
Well, for a simple 3 gold more.
That's fine. It's still below that price. That's fine. That's fine.
Gets in a case. It's like a polishing rag that they give you with
Aww.
that. You see him kind of looking around at some like picks, and he takes one out and
Aww.
puts it in there.
See, I got a kit with it. Look at
Little
that.
sheet music
Very
he puts in a pocket on the side of the case.
Aw.
Next tavern we go to.
Maybe. Maybe.
Now,
Yes.
We'll see.
You're
My
allowed to
arbitrary
try.
performance rolls
Wait,
are not good.
do you play
Yeah.
a lot?
I ain't had a loot in a little bit, but I know how to play.
How long's a little bit?
I think it got busted about 3 months ago.
Oh, it's not so bad. Okay. He hands it over to you.
Thank you.
But if you are rusty, practice outside the wagon. And he goes out front.
I'll attempt it real quick. Just something
Yeah, give me a
simple.
performance.
See if this goes any better than my normal ones go. It's a +3, so. Okay, a 14.
It's okay.
Yeah, alright. Yeah.
No one's like awe-inspired, but you're holding your own.
It's
the
fine.
riffs are clean.
Yeah. It's not as boring now, and maybe we won't get into trouble if we got something to listen to.
Hopefully.
As this is going on, the mother, who's still, hands over the ears of Gadfrey's like, "Are you all done now?"
I think it's safe now.
No.
She takes them off, and as she's like, I can still hear them all right. And she just. Now, Gadfrey, you don't say a word that you heard. Do you understand?
Wow. What do you mean you can still hear us? You said you heard he wanted
You
fish.
can hear our thoughts.
Yeah.
All at once? And you have to
Yeah.
kinda...
It's really loud sometimes.
I believe that. Can you hear Geeds?
See him like wince and he squints a little bit. No. Yeah.
How odd.
That's interesting.
He like looks really confused by this.
It's incredible. Yeah. Who, have you met anyone else you can't read their thoughts?
Cass gives him a side eye, like, no.
I noticed that.
Do you want to...
The side eye.
I'm seeing if he picks up on it.
Do you want to
Let's see if
stealth
he
roll
even
as well?
notices the side
Oh,
eye.
yeah, go ahead. Take it.
11. That's terrible.
These are fuzzy.
That's not a mental note for something else that we
Mm-hmm.
think about.
But, like, his are, like... I can't hear them at all. And his are, like when the wind goes across the grains.
For deception, that's a 21 as well, to try to maintain just kind of a calm, like...
Sure.
I don't know why that
says
is.
you're-
Well higher than my best.
Yeah, just basically to try to play it off, like, I don't know why he's talking about that.
Granthor doesn't seem to think anything of it.
So you get nothing off of Geet at all.
Nope. I think he's brain dead.
I wouldn't tell him that.
That's beautiful. And I hold a hand up to high five this kid. Heck yeah, good job, bud.
So if he's brain dead, what does that make him?
Confused?
That's even better. I hold my hand up again.
Yeah.
It's not wrong.
Most of the farmers just thought about sleeping with their neighbors.
Nah.
Well, their wives anyway. And the mother just right over his mouth.
Oh, this kid is rising.
Pond skipping, yes.
And as like the kid, like you can see he's like peering into your brain a little bit to like figure out what you mean.
I attempt to hide any pornographic.
Give me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh God. That's a 13.
He kind of looks like with the hand over his mouth from his mother. He just nods at you and is like,
No, guys.
I did not mean for you to see that.
What have we done?
Granthor, have you been around the block then? Damn, my friend. Alright.
Grant was a regular ladies' man.
Are you?
No.
Oh.
You can.
Cass looks at Godfrey. Is he?
What, you want?
Don't make him look at that.
Sorry. You're right. You're right. Forget he's a child.
It's alright. His mom's gonna kick your ass.
she looks fucking furious. Like her face is just red. Her eyes are like, it's glaring.
Did she ever tell us her name?
Mary.
Mary.
Well, you guys know it. I don't know if Cass knows it or not. But...
I'm sorry about my friends, Mary.
She
They're so inappropriate sometimes.
If I had cotton to shove in my boy's ears right now,
I
Buddy.
do not think it would have.
He can read people's
it's worth
thoughts.
trying. I can't believe you city folk come in here and you say these things around my child.
It's pretty common in the city.
To
be
children,
honest.
there's actually more than
I'll
one.
be real honest. I think he saw worse stuff with your neighbors.
I'm not going to talk about that.
How old is Godfrey?
8.
Oh God.
We done.
Sorry, I forget he's a kid. Again.
I got a nice wholesome joke for Godfrey, Mary.
She looks at you. Like,
You
We're
guys,
gonna have an argument.
you guys have scarecrows on your farm, right? Or you-
yes.
Why did the scarecrow win an award?
Still with her hand over the boy's mouth. Go ahead, why?
He was outstanding in his field.
Oh,
Ah.
it's all right.
Yeah.
There's like you hear her.
Don't worry, guys. The joke from Agorium's way better.
She does not.
It's not.
She still doesn't let the boy speak. feel the cart jostling along as you work your way down the road. Some time goes by, and then it comes to a stop. And you hear the sound of voices outside, but it's weirdly quiet. Normally in a wagon, you'd be able to kind of make out what someone's saying if they're close by, but it's almost like it's the words are going through water, and it's just so muddled. Nothing is really understandable outside of there's just voices. This goes on for a little while. Does anyone do anything immediately?
Can I stick my head out the back of the cart and just look around?
Can I try it?
I guess where are we at in the cart?
I'll give you stealth with advantage.
Do they sound hostile towards each other? Like
They're very
confrontational?
distorted. It's hard to tell. Nothing sounds like shouting.
Okay.
$13?
So you kind of out the side.
Yep.
With advantage? Damn.
You
Plus 0.
around kind of the caravan, the canvas side of the caravan, you see some like the kingdom patrolmen on horseback, and they are conversing with Geed. Now that you're out of the wagon a little bit, you can hear. And they're like, we're looking for refugees on this road. Have you seen anybody who meets these descriptions? And they basically describe the felines. And say that again. Is there a bounty? How much? And then we're willing to pay 50 gold for any information, sir. Nah, I haven't seen anyone like that. And then they kind of look at him for a bit, and you can't see him here. Look at me, upstanding businessman, cart full of goods for the good people of the kingdom. I wouldn't lie to you.
Oh my god.
And he's like, checks out. Well, if you see anything, please report it to the nearest kingdom barracks as you're able. Good day, sir. And you're able to kind of duck back in before they ride by.
Patrolman. Asking about. I kind of look over the family. Geed did not turn us in.
Excellent.
Man of his word, it seems.
You continue
He
again.
really wants to play that prank.
Hey, Godfrey. I'll make eye contact with the small child.
You hear it in your head. Yes?
No, it's okay. You can talk.
No, the mother is.
Oh, she's just not taking any chances.
No, she's just the boy may no longer speak.
Aww. Aww. It's real important that you don't try to pick anybody's brains if we get stopped like that. Until we get to Megorium's, don't reach out. Because I think we can stay hidden. But if somebody touches a Kingsman's mind, then they're liable to know you're around. Does that make sense?
So, nobody outside of the cart?
I mean, it's kind of impolite to go digging where you're not invited anyways.
Only if you get caught.
Wow. I mean, it sounds kind of like you can read our thoughts easily enough already. Like, you remember when we first met you and you really dug in.
No.
No. It felt like we haven't felt him reading our thoughts in this cart, right?
Cranthorize. A little bit.
Like, but he tried because he tried to hide it.
I think it's whenever he goes deeper.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's deeper level.
So when you just read what we're thinking out loud,
Yeah?
we can't tell.
Not if you're thinking loudly.
Right.
A lot
But
of
if
people
you're
do.
a lot of people do think we're loud.
Especially about their neighbors' wives.
Godfrey! Is this all happening in my brain?
Yes, this is all happening in your brain.
I do laugh. It's like, if you try to dig, people feel that. And then people know that there's someone trying to read their minds. And if they're looking for somebody who can read minds, that's where they're gonna look.
I don't know how to dig with my mind.
It's like when you look harder. Like Cranthor tried to hide something from you, right? And you wanted to know what it was?
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, it wasn't that hard. Normally, Mr. Fields does more of that.
Gotcha. Well, if you could ask Mr. Fields to keep his feels to himself. Sounded a lot worse. I quit. I'm gonna leave. Never mind. Don't read anybody's minds.
So
I tried.
give me an intelligence saving throw.
Great.
Okay.
Stellar. I'm so good at those. All of what? That's a 3.
But like, you met a dragon rider. That's pretty cool.
Oh my god!
Oh. He just goes quiet. He's out of your mind. He's gone now.
Do we see that your reactions to
I
this?
guarantee it. Like Edda just goes red and quiet,
If I ever
and
say-
then can no longer make eye contact with
He's
his
just
child's
staring at the
mother.
wagon floor. You see him avoiding all eye contact.
Is
No.
everything okay there, Edda?
That's about the noise that she makes.
Adults are weird.
You're right, kiddo. You're right. Now go back to playing.
Cass
my
just
way.
like pats your shoulder awkwardly. Like, I don't know what's going on, but this seems like what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, Cranthor just looks very confused.
It's fine. The lute playing gets distinctly sadder. I'll just sit in the corner and I'll stop talking.
Yeah, it's a very quiet wagon ride for a while.
That's great. I got everyone to shut up. I did a good job.
So it's getting darker out. As you kind of peer out every now and again, you see the sun setting below the tree line, which has become more thick as you continue. You imagine you're probably only a few hours out from Solara at this point. Does anyone do anything before you get to the approach?
Are we gonna be able to make it to the town proper?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
it'll be very late, but yes.
So, Geet, is Megorium's gonna be open this late, or should we need to wait till morning?
I've talked to him late at night before. It'll be fine.
Yeah, he is still at the front, so you could
Okay.
run up and go grab him if you
Oh
want.
yeah, wherever he's at.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I assumed you were talking to him through the cart.
I don't know how I don't know how the cart's laid out, but
Yeah, it's a sizable like almost homestead-esque kind of caravan.
oh, okay.
Except it is bigger on the inside.
You would be able to talk through the cart, though, right? Since Cass was talking to Keith through the cart when he was driving.
If you're like near the entrance, you think it works.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, wherever I have to go to talk to him.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of lean over to the flat
Yeah.
and.
Okay.
So I assume Cass had heard that then.
Yeah.
Would
Cass
be able to
would've.
relay that information just to say, hey, like I've talked to him before.
And Guide will lean back. We're old friends. Business hours don't apply.
Excellent.
Hasn't shut me out of his shop yet.
I think the key word in that sentence is yet.
But yeah, you make a few twists of the tree line, and then kind of coming out in front of you, the wall of the city and the towers rise up, clearing. Like the woods are actually kind of thick, and then they just stop as you come into an area with. It has farmland, but it's almost more like open land with some farm and orchards kind of around it, and
Okay.
it breaks into these stripes of kind of smaller trees that are growing various fruits and things, and then you kind of as you've seen outside of some of the other cities, there are like the outlines of like dragons in the distance and stuff like that. Not nearly as many as in the capital, but there's an active patrol about still, and of course a tower in the middle that at this point you are familiar with as kind of the dragon eyrie that occupies all of the center of all the main cities. There's some conversation out front as you get to the gate, and anyone kind of peering out the front, you see he just take out like a fat sack of jingly bits and just toss it in front of the guards. And then they look at it. One of them like kicks with his foot a bit and nods to the other one. The gates begin to open, and your caravan enters. You are in Solara.
Excellent.
At midnight.
Spooky.
He kind of leans back in. Anyway, you guys want to stop before Megorium's?
I don't think so.
No, I'm sure his family is want to get where they're going.
All right. And he wheels around a bit through town. A few minutes later, you find yourselves outside of a shop that has kind of the telltale emblem of Megorium at the front. It looks like it might be something that lights up a little bit, as you've seen outside of some of his other shops, but just kind of off. He dismounts from his kind of writing box, and he goes to the door that is closed, and he hey, you cheap bastard, it's me, open up!
What a great way to greet an old friend.
Yeah, that's how friends greet each other normally, so.
After a moment, the door does open, and you see Megorium in the doorway. He goes, Gede. What a surprise. He looks up toward the wagon. You have something for me?
Is everyone getting out at this point, too?
Are you?
I assume Cass is getting out. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess everyone starts coming out. Oh, you brought the family.
Yeah, I hope that was okay.
I'm going to take that out of your pay.
That's fine. That's okay. They were in trouble. We figured you were probably best in line to help them, so.
It's the whole farm family. Okay.
Wait, before you take too much out of
I don't know where you think I was taking the boy, but it's not a summer home. And then oh, come on! Look at him breaking his balls. They're farmers. They can't be that hard to hold up. The family isn't really commenting at this point, as they are basically refugees who are waiting what will happen to them.
Let's get them off the streets. Yeah, there's guards out here.
Yeah, look at my sensible friend here. The sneaky one. Do what he says. Megorium went, fair enough. And he opens,
Hi, Wooten.
gestures for you all to enter his establishment.
Grant Thor will wait till the family gets in first.
So,
And they go in. And you see Megorium kind of look off past you, and he joins him.
Can Cass look that way as well?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check.
That will be a 17.
17. Yeah, you see a figure who is kind of dark clad, who is peering around a corner at all of you entering the shop. And you see Gede kind of he flips a coin, and from the guys like perched around these buildings that are just next to each other, and a few of the stones from the building kind of come loose and fall on him. He just goes out. He goes, accidents happen, and they proceed into the store.
Did you see him get knocked out?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Cass will just smirk. Inside. Cass will be the last one. He'll want everyone in.
Well, you conduct your business. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna look around. And he kind of walks around some shelves away from you. You see McGurn kind of eye him.
Grunts a lot.
Well, you have brought me the family.
Yeah, I thought it'd be good for the kid to have his parents around.
I'm charging 200 per head.
Before you undercut us, your friend Geed, he offered to pay us more, but we held loyal to this contract.
I would have considered it a double crossing to
One could look at it that way.
undersell me in that way.
But the family could be useful to you.
You see him kind of look at them for a bit. Absolutely not.
I mean, that kid had to be get these powers from somewhere, right? Are you born with it?
He stops for a bit and goes, but the family is not necessary.
It's Maybelline.
So,
But you have delivered him, and it looks like there are 5 family members for me to contend with.
Yeah.
So I will deduct 1,000 from our original agreement,
Yeah.
and I will figure out what to do with the rest. He gives you the rest of the gold, as agreed. And then for all of you, not you, Godfrey, you seem kind of thinking for a moment. And coming from the back of the store, a door kind of floats out and drops and opens up. With the 5 of you, please enter. They kind of look confused for a moment. It's not a joke, just go in. You'll be okay. I'll be with you shortly. And they go through and they kind of disappear as they pass the archway.
So we don't see any. It's not like a portal. We don't see anything.
Do you guys care about any of this? Sparks does not.
Cass is watching.
You see through it, like the store behind it.
Yeah.
But when they go in, they vanish.
Okay.
And then he shuts it behind them.
We gonna be okay?
Yes.
They will not be separated, will they?
Not because of me, if it happens. What they do with their new life is theirs.
They gonna get to see Godfrey again?
I imagine that is up to a number of variables, but I told you I would not be dictating Godfrey's life. No, I told you I would not be dictating Godfrey's life.
Right. I think you guys know that.
We got that impression.
I will just be providing the guidance and training he requires.
Again, you will, or someone you know?
Well, someone I know, but if I arrange it, am I not responsible?
Fair enough. Curious.
A man of your background, I imagine, understands that arrangement.
Of course.
And then another door comes up. For you, Godfrey, I believe you will find the furnishings to your liking. He opens the door, and kind of pokes his head in, his head vanishes, and then the rest of him goes in. And
Good luck, kiddo.
a thumb comes out, just
Yeah.
materializes in the air and disappears.
Thank you for the fish.
As you say that, kind of steaming smelt comes like out of the nowhere and just like slaps against your chest. I figured he would want dinner. Looks like he's sharing.
A fine choice.
So, you have your reward.
A job well done.
Happy ending.
Is there anything else you want? I believe you're on your way to the Dreadbog now, yes?
Indeed.
Do I see Gee doing anything in this? Okay.
Yeah, he disappeared behind some shelves. You have to go looking for him.
Did
Waiting
you guys
there.
ever tell me that McCorium's the one that made my sword?
don't think
I don't think
Cranthor.
he did. Okay,
Mm-mm.
never
Did he
mind.
know that?
I don't think so.
How did you find yourself in the company of Gid?
I wouldn't worry about that, my friend, but Cass looks to you like, coin,
What coin?
what you just got.
Oh, the gold that he paid me?
Yeah.
You won it?
Yeah,
Cass
give me
wants
an
part of
hour.
it, yeah.
Like right now? I was gonna wait till.
I do have some family things to tend to.
Wait, I got a
Well,
joke for you, Megorian.
I had actually something I would want to purchase from you, friend, potentially.
Oh.
Depending on how much.
I was going to. So we have 2,500. I was going to put 500 in the party loot and then split the other 2,000 5 ways. So 400 each, and then 500 into the party loot.
Dope.
I think you have the party loot.
I
I
can
don't
I
know
do.
if Andrea gave you.
She gave
Yeah.
me the bag.
400 gold pieces. So much.
I thought that'd be the fairest
But
way
I
to go about it.
Don't know
Feels
what's
right.
in the bag.
That's okay.
I know we had like 900 in there.
Yeah, we had like 900, so.
Just make a note of
Make a
500
note.
more going
Okay.
into it, and if Andrea still has her notes.
You'll keep them connected, right? Make sure they can at least.
Eventually. The training is intense. He must
Right.
focus.
Alright.
Now you had mentioned you wish to purchase something.
Potentially, yes. Do you have any items which could prevent someone from using magic to locate you?
You mean shrine
Specifically, yes.
and other divination effects.
Indeed.
I may possess such items.
How much would that run me?
Let's see. You see him perusing his jewelry. And he picks up an amulet with kind of an oval shaped jet piece in the middle. He looks it over and I could be persuaded to part with this for, well, since you are friends of Runwind and many of you have done me some favor, including not turning on me to that keyed figure.
You guys really been friends for a long time now that you mention him.
We've known each other for some time.
Mm.
I'd be willing to trade this for 480 gold.
Can I do an appraisal again?
Yeah.
That's a 30-20.
With a dirty 20, you know he is actually giving a slight discount on that item already.
Okay. So that would be incredibly reasonable then?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is definitely less than what a lot of magic shop owners would have started off with as a price.
I'll take it for that.
Glad to hear it. Do you want me to wrap it for you?
I'll be wearing it, thank you, though.
Of course. And he kind of walks up to you and he adjusts it to fit with your collar and it resizes to kind of perfectly line up with your outfit.
Fantastic.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
Runwan's doing well?
Yes. Her training is coming along nicely. She is with an archmage of great capability.
Can I insight?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of 17.
You sense that there is more that could be said here, but he's not lying.
Okay. Glad to hear she's well. Cass will nod.
Of course. I imagine you may see her again in the Dread Bog once you have completed your end of the bargain, Cranthor.
Of course.
If not, surely she'll be in the bounty waiting with you, or for you.
This is good.
If that is all, I have some matters to attend to.
Do I see Geek back yet at all? No. Before you go, I got a joke for you, Megorium. Stop me if you've heard this one.
Okay.
Do you like jokes?
Guess we'll start to head out.
That depends.
That depends on what.
Cranthor will
The
follow
joke.
and kind of.
Where are you guys going? You haven't even heard the joke.
I've heard it before, my friend.
I don't know.
Do I need to roll
What's
deception
happening?
on that?
Yeah. Yeah, anyone who's leaving early.
Shit, I'm not good at deception.
He'd pick up on it 7.
Oh, I rolled 19. Holy shit. +1. That's an unnatural 20 for Cranthor.
I got an 8. She's not leaving, but Ella looks so uncomfortable.
He looks at you. He looks back at Mrs. Sparks. Goes, Gid. And he shuts the door. He shuts the door that Gadfrey went through and proceeds to, like, storm to the back of his shop. He leaves you alone for now.
No one touch
I
anything.
feel like we're not allowed to leave.
Cass is already walking towards the door. Does it open?
It opens, yeah.
He's out then.
Do we stay? Do we go?
I do not know.
I mean, Geek's our ride to Bush's Bounty.
He may not be for much longer.
You,
I'll wait here.
Cass, as you go outside, the caravan is nowhere in sight.
Yes.
Son
God, I have a feeling there's gonna be a candy man around the corner.
I'm still just standing at the counter, waiting.
I'm like halfway between the counter and the door, and like I'm very obviously trying to decide whether to leave or not, and it's just I'm stuck there.
Several minutes go by.
Probably by Cranthor. Is Cranthor also standing?
Yeah, so I was
Like me
pulling
and
out his pipe
Cranthor
and
just
smoking
standing
out
there
there.
looking so uncomfortable.
My head is slightly withdrawn into the shell.
I'm just like I'm standing as close as
Megorium comes out of a back door a few moments later. Is there anything else I can do to help you?
No, Mr. Megorium.
What was Geek doing?
I will know when I find him.
That's very astute of you.
Man,
Yes.
he was alright out of town.
I gotta be honest with you, McGorn. He said he was an old friend. We're going to play a little prank on you. He told me it wasn't malicious, though.
I want no part of this.
He seemed pretty honest.
Gid is many things. But my relationship with him is none of your concern. Just
No, it is not. And Cranthor starts pulling.
Out?
Yeah.
Alright. Did he go then?
unfortunately not.
So like if we wait outside, will he eventually show up?
He was our ride.
I am afraid that, while he is many things, a reliable form of transportation, he is not. Although, with your new earnings, you will have plenty to either hire a coach or stay at the inns for the night. Both.
True.
Yeah, I guess.
But this is a magic shop. That is not my business. Have a good night.
You as well,
Good luck.
Mr. Megorium.
That's good doing business with you.
Don't bring him back.
Sorry.
Me or Geeb?
Both? We'll go with both. Bye. Have a good night.
You too.
Walk out. Mr. Sparks, you're not allowed to get us business anymore.
Come on, I did a great job.
Is there anybody out and about?
Cass is standing out there smoking.
Thomas.
Thomas.
A patrol kind of goes by, and they see you stepping out of the Megoriums, and they just they keep going.
I do like the feeling I get when I'm at Megoriums, at least in regard to attention from other people.
That they leave you the fuck alone?
Yep, that's it.
Now you understand my life.
Buddy, you seem really lonely.
I'm fantastic. I don't understand what you
Cookie.
So, time to find a ride.
Let's just find a place to sleep first of all.
It's almost 1 a.m. at this point. I have a hard time finding an active caravan.
Do we know where in the morning to... How big is this town?
It's a city.
Oh, okay.
Smaller, but city.
Okay.
Should have asked Megorium on a recommendation for an inn.
You're already in a merchant's area. There are some lights and things coming out of buildings that suggest they might be providing lodgings. You also kind of know just from the general layout of visiting cities within the kingdom, your options of where to stay at in terms of by district are pretty easy to come across, especially at this hour.
To be honest, Sparks, I'm a little surprised that you allowed him to take 1,000 gold straight from us.
Hey, it was all my jobs. No one else said anything.
Nope,
You didn't
that's
fight
fair.
him on it.
Thank
No.
you
Do
for
you fight
not-
Megorium on anything?
Nope.
It was your job.
Again, I asked you, would you fight Megorium on anything?
Thought making deals was your thing. We did talk about that a while back that you
I've
mentioned.
done a
you
great
got on
job
me
making.
about it.
I made a lot of gold for this party since I joined it. Probably more so than any of you.
Again, not everything.
I am
Again.
not good at making gold.
Just lost us 1,000.
Again, would you have done anything? Sounds like you're all talk here. I don't think you would have said anything either.
I wouldn't have brought the family if I knew that would cost us money.
Oh, that's good for you all to hear.
We're picking fights. We're picking fights in the street. It's 1 a.m. We're picking fights in the street. Can we go sleep and
Sure.
maybe talk about this over breakfast like civilized people?
I don't have anything to
Cass?
talk about. He seems to be the one with the problem.
The individual you saw earlier who the bricks dropped on is gone.
Okay. Did he disappear while they were still in the shop, or did I notice that as I stepped out?
You're kind of out for like, let's say, a few moments, but then we realize, the rubble is around that area, but the body is not.
Mm-mm. Cass would have wanted to investigate that when he realized that person was gone.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the investigate. You walk over to where this occurred.
That's a natural one. Never mind.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell what happened with like the wreckage about it. Kind of whatever did occur here, there's not really a trace of it. There's not even drag marks going through the dust or anything.
Okay. Cass would want to get moving then. That is right. We're tired. We'll just find a spot to sleep.
Alright, let's find ourselves an inn.
So I'd like to know what kind of inn you're looking for, and then I would like survival checks to find it.
Affordable, but not cruddy.
Yeah.
All right, you're in the right district for that.
Yep.
Survival.
Each individual or...
Doesn't matter.
Cranthor knows.
Yeah.
Oh,
You,
okay.
On way.
you smell someone's like midnight fish soup meal, and you just continue to beeline through alleys. You see a mugger kind of pop out and go, nope, just slam him to the side and just keep going.
Be gone. Fool.
He doesn't move. He just winded against a wall. You all just brush past him and continue on your way until you come in front of a tavern that has kind of just ocean trades bounty, and there's like a sign of a merchant vessel sailing on like a wave.
Are we in a landlocked town?
It is attached to a river but you do know that this city is the closest city to the ports that
Okay.
line the coast in this area.
All
So a
right.
lot of the trade from those places goes through here.
All right.
But yeah, you find yourself a sea-themed middle-tier inn. That as you go in, there's like women dressed as like risque pirates who are like the waiter. There's like and then there's men too who are like in those tie shirts.
The ones with the puffy sleeves.
Yeah. But then like jockey shorts and they're like running around like serving drinks.
We found medieval seaside hooters as well.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. Someone on an accordion is playing Drunken Sailor, like in the background. There's some laughter coming. There's some gambling tables around. You reckon that the more calm clientele has turned in for the night, but their more rowdy crowd is still going. And as they come in, you draw a few eyes, and then a gentleman in kind of nicer attire, but a really just wild beard. Of just gangly mess of kind of a dark brown. He goes, "The turtle's on me!" He like slaps on a chair next to him that's open.
Grantor will sit next to him.
"What are you having, my friend?"
Fish.
"To drink?"
Oh!
Drake.
It could happen.
Mead.
"Get my friend How much she drink? You're big. "Half a barrel of mead
Oh my god, cramp.
and a big bowl of fish soup." "We came in with a very good trade this last port visit. I'm feeling generous."
Much appreciated.
And as you're talking to this guy, he's got like these like really big yellowy teeth, and they're really misshapen. But you see kind of tucked away beneath this coat is a captain's hat.
Like the tricorn style. Yeah.
And then some of the others around him, you see a tattoo that they all seem to share on their wrist. And it has an anchor with what looks to be an eel around it, but the eel it looks like it's getting ready to bite as it kind of curls off the anchor. Your food comes up as a couple of the help staff bring it over, and he shovels some gaming pieces aside for you to eat your things, and begins to ask you tales of where you're from and what brings you here. We don't need to RP the whole thing, but I'm just curious, how much do you tell him, or do you not?
I tell him a lot about Sasanahar.
He's
Like as
fascinated.
I know.
Yeah, he'd be fascinated. That's plenty. Yeah, so he will talk with you for the next hour at least about that.
Excellent.
As for everyone else who didn't have a hardy pirate call them over, what are you guys doing?
Let's secure rooms first. How many rooms we getting, y'all?
How many rooms do they have, I guess?
I guess you go up to like the bar.
Yeah, that's what we do.
A gentleman there who's looks to be creating some very kind of he's trying to like make a cocktail in a giant stein that has a kraken like formed around it, and he looks up at you and goes, half orc with like a bandana and an eye patch and stuff. "Well, for rooms, I've got 3 standard. I've got a captain's cabin. The Admiral's open tomorrow if you want it."
I think we're just looking for a place to catch a nap tonight.
"Of course. Sailing out early?"
Hopefully. We appear to have lost our means of transportation.
"I can help arrange that for you."
Anything going to Vosh's bounty by chance?
Well, I think we gotta go to the Dreadbog first.
Oh yeah, we do gotta go to Dreadbug first. I would know that.
Well, that's harder. But I might be able to find something. I'll send a runner out, and if by morning someone accepts it, I'll let you know.
I appreciate it.
But, normal room is 4 silver a night.
Alright.
You will, of course, have a basic dinner and breakfast comped. And, if you are looking for well, I guess if you're going to the bog, you won't need any reference to a captain. But if you choose to pick a more pleasant location, let me know.
Heading to Bosch's Bounty afterward, but we'll be going there from the bog, so I imagine.
I have a friend there. Owns a tavern.
Oh yeah.
At Bosch's Bounty or the bog?
Vosh's Bounty. I don't know, motherfucker, in the fucking bog. I don't know why I can stay there. I don't think I'd want to be friends with anyone who did.
Hey, our turtle friends from there.
Oh, no offense. Oh, like you're a friend.
Yeah, he's over there drinking meat.
Or you say we can
fish.
get a boat directly to Bosch's Bounty?
You'd have to either go up the river and go around through the lakeside, or you could take the river, and then there's a port at the far end of it that could wagon you the rest of the way there if they've got anyone standby. Normally they do, but this is festival season coming up, so it's a little busier than normal.
Sorry, you said you had a friend in the in Vosh's Bounty.
I
A
do.
tavern?
Yeah, he also
One you
has a
recommend?
tavern there. Let me see here. I haven't seen him in a few ages, so
Also, does this tavern have a name? Did I miss that?
it does. You are currently at the Merchant's Fortune.
And what's your name, friend? I don't think I asked.
My name.
Yeah.
My name is Gord Fumblefoot. He kind of taps the ground a little bit. It's pretty solid, and he has like a little peg leg where a foot would be.
I was wondering if the eye patch was just for show, but I'm beginning to think it wasn't.
What was his first name again?
Gorn.
Gorn. Who's this friend you know in Bosch's Bounty?
You see him think a little bit. Well, it's been a few years since I've seen him, but I was thinking of his tavern. Open the right folder.
Let me just search the old records real quick.
Quite a lot of files he's got there, yeah?
I mean, he looks like he knows a lot of people. I'd keep him in a file folder too.
You just gotta be good with names.
I'm not. Too many blows to the head when I was.
Oh, you want to speak with my friend Chazoth?
And the name of his establishment?
Well, it's the Pickled Patron Inn.
Beautiful.
Most fun place you can stay in that unique piece of history. What?
Unique piece of history.
Well, it's nicer than calling it a piece of shit.
That's valid.
Alright.
That's fair.
Suppose we'll
Look,
find out
there's
when we get
nicer
there.
fishing towns than Vosh's Bounty. Granted, they really go fucking nuts over the festival, but normally I wouldn't go.
Something to see then this festival?
Can be. Stopped going a few years back. Locals are strange.
Strange in what way?
Just off. They look at you weird. Some of them. Rubs me the wrong way.
don't plan on going back. Not like there's much trade there anyway.
Fair enough.
Well, gentlemen, how many rooms we acquiring tonight? I know Cranthor will just take the floor.
I'll get one.
I'm interested in these captain's quarters, my friend.
Well, I can, with or without the personal bar.
Of course, with the bone.
Well, with the bar, that'll be, you look like a thirsty lad. What do I have on stock? And you see him kind of going through some things. $10 and I'll give you a full service personal bar in the room.
10 gold, 1 night. Why the fuck not?
I see. And would you like me to request any company for the captain? As you can see, we have a variety of help staff. They're not all available. They have to volunteer. We're an ethical ship.
Love this place.
That's pretty great.
I love this place so much.
You know, I'll come back down if I need something.
Got it. You let me know who you're interested in. I'll let you know if they're available.
Castle nut.
Don't pester them.
Of course.
Okay. We had some creeps come through.
Hey, consent's important, my friend. I understand.
Especially on the high seas.
Haven't been on the seas myself, wouldn't know, but...
Yo ho, Captain. We'll have your beer sent right up, or your liquor sent right up.
Fantastic.
I'll holler across. Hey, Cranthor, you want a room to yourself or you want to patch a floor?
Floor.
Alright, I'll take a room.
So room. You're gonna crash on someone's room in the floor.
Yeah, with whoever will have Cranthor on the floor, yeah.
Okay. Whoever will do if you're smarty.
I'll get it. I have to live with Simon for 20 summies. I'll take it.
True.
That's true. Even with the hissing, it's not as bad. So 4 silver, 10 gold.
Cranthor will throw in 4 silver towards it if need be.
No, the whole room's 4 silver. So
Oh, the whole room, okay. Yeah.
And then as you guys are about to head up, Gorn kind of stops you and says,
If you need any other accompaniments, let me know. We do have other amenities if there's another substance you're looking for.
Might be interested. What are you talking about?
Depends. We have those who sell,
and he looks around to make sure everyone else is gone.
well, depending on your profession, some tools of the trade. Do you mind? And he points to your sleeve. That on your
Yeah.
May I?
Kind of peels it back.
We have some goods for your kind. And, if there are any, mind-expanding substances you're entering in, all sorts of trade come through here.
Keep it in mind. I'll let you know, friend.
Of course.
I assume discretion is your business as well.
And nothing if not subtle. And an underbite, but it's rude to mention that.
Fair enough. I'll let you know if I need something.
Good. I'll be here. Or my assistant. She's nice. Sea elf.
Sea elf.
Don't
Interesting.
talk about her cleavage, she'll hit you. I gave up trying a long time ago.
So I
Good
assume,
business partner, though.
I assume she's not one of the companions then.
No! Oh, God, no. Don't do that.
Learn my lesson.
I would have given my other leg for that woman.
Learn my lesson before.
If
I
I
won't
fast
mention.
at the time, I think she would have just taken it.
Again, learn my lesson before, and I'll keep my eyes up.
Wise man. Well, you have a good night.
You as well.
And he gets back to kind of working on that Kraken drink he was doing before.
Question, Mr. Gorn.
Yes.
Are those cups for sale?
You want a commemorative Kraken cup?
I do want a commemorative Kraken cup.
Well, they're exclusive, but normally we keep them here at the bar for our favorite patrons.
Oh, that's fair.
While working for Geoff over there.
And you see kind of an older sailor like,
Aye.
anyways,
But a few gold, and I'm sure I could spare it.
How much?
Humble 5 gold pieces.
You got it.
Of course.
you see him reach under the counter.
Let me make sure I've got this one properly swabbed for you.
And he puts it in some water and it's soapy and he rubs it out a little bit. Shakes the soap off, rinses it, hands it over.
Now, you want to be careful knocking this around. The end leg can come off.
Okay. Alright. She's so happy. Granthor, look what I got!
Normally that comes with a complimentary drink when you buy it.
That is
Whatever
quite
you recommend.
large.
Let me see if I've got any nice fresh stock in from our traders.
Hell yeah.
This is you see him pull out a jug that's kind of strangely colored and it's like wrapped in like it's like leathery seaweed almost.
Last time I drank from anything that weird, I saw stuff for a week.
Well, it's at least in part made of broken down reef, fermented fish bits, and some kind of sea plant. But I hear from the sailors that puts you in a good place.
Sounds
Why not?
delightful.
Does it? You want some, Granthor?
I will try.
How big is this cup?
It's about yay big.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'll share. I'll share.
Sure.
He fills it, and
Yeah.
when it's about to go over the top, you see him kind of
Just a little
trying to get like the
more.
surface tension perfect,
Yes.
and then he puts it away.
Enjoy
Try
the
it.
beverage.
I'll try it right in front of him.
Sure. Go ahead and have a gulp. So you're going for half. What do you want to do?
No, I'm just I'll take a good
Just-
mouthful.
Okay.
I'm not chugging
Yeah.
it.
No need to make a save quite yet. Then.
Okay.
It has a very strange flavor to it. It's like a kelpy tequila-esque blend of flavors. There's a little bit of like the sediment feel in it.
It's got some grit to it.
But it goes down easily enough.
Alright.
Even though you haven't had a lot, you do pick up there is something quite different about this liquor.
Is that matcha? Is that what I'm tasting?
Probably not.
I'm not. You know what? I've learned that you only ask so many questions. So if I can get some fish soup and my room number, we'll be good to go.
Of course. You want anything solid to go with that?
Do I need something solid to go with that?
You look like a tough lady, but you tell me.
I'll get a chunk of whatever bread. I like bread.
Well,
Got some pretzels or something.
I do. You're lucky I like to bake.
This guy is the best!
He walks away and he comes out with like some like ripe sourdough. And,
Yeah.
he lays like a half loaf down next to like a big bowl of soup and he's like,
Just eat what you want. It's the end of the night. I don't like keeping it till the next day. It gets stale. I can do better than that.
This guy is pretty great.
I love him so much. Alright, I'll take my shit and go sit by Granthor. It's like, here, try this.
I'm going to try just a little try it first.
Yeah. So this actually, you've had this once before.
Ah.
This was kind of a delicacy that was served at a feast that your people had some years ago, but some traders did sell this. You know that this particular brew is fermented by tritons who live out in the sea.
Oh, that's dope. as hell.
And that normally to get your hands on this, you're paying a pretty penny. They don't part with it for nothing. So the fact that you're enjoying this indulgence again is something that you were neither expecting nor thought a place like this would have.
I'm gonna take a good chug from it. I don't want to drink it all, but
Yeah.
a good chug.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a con saving throw.
It's 16.
16? Yeah, you don't feel impaired, but it's kind of feeling, you almost feel as though the ocean is kind of rubbing against your skin. It's kind of a warm, or not like a goosebumpy tingle. It's not quite cold, but it's got this sensation of like the waves moving across you.
Have some more of this. It
Alright.
is quite good.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and match that chug you just did.
Sure. Give me a con saving throw.
Dope. And did we establish that alcohol is in fact a poison?
Yes,
Negative
yeah.
Okay.
Oh boy.
That's an 8 and a 1.
Ooh.
Plus,
What's the total?
I mean the total's 14.
Still enough. You're fine. With a 14, you're in the same place. It feels like the sea, like you're like on the beach, and you're letting like the tide come up to you.
Been to the beach. How do I get
Actually, no,
Been
you
to
might
the
not
ocean.
have. So this is a new sensation, but it's like water that's like kind of gritty, almost kind of roiling across your skin, foaming back and forth, just all along you.
Cranthor, you feel funny?
I do. I have had this once before.
Is this a good funny or an I should be worried funny?
The former.
It doesn't feel bad. Feels like I'm taking an oddly mobile bath, but
Has Kranthor been to the ocean before? Probably not.
Why not? No, I mean, turtles don't have much of a reason to if they're not from there. Your people have no connection with the sea, so
y'all want to try this? I'll hold that cup out to both of you.
it's almost empty.
It's almost empty. Well, you can have a sip.
I would have went up to my room as soon as I got it.
All right, bye, Mr. Sparks.
I was gonna say,
See
Cass is
you
checking
on
out
the
his room at the
morrow,
moment too.
Mr. Sparks.
Oh well, fine.
He'll come back down. He just wants to check out what the captain's quarters looks like.
Drink's gone. Time you get back.
Well, that's perfectly fine. He's got a bar.
You do have a bar. You just have the mini bar all to yourself.
Yeah, when you get to your room, you see where the bar is supposed to go, but there's nothing there. I don't know how long you wait in your room, but
Nope, Cass will be back down.
okay.
He wants to know where the fuck is.
Where's my
Sorry, friend. Until we know someone's paying for the mount, we don't leave it there.
I guess that makes sense. Alright.
I've got someone working on it now. It'll
I'll
be
hang
up
out down
shortly.
here then. At least until the bar's filled. Let me know where.
Shelda, good to work on that.
You shoulder the CO?
No. There's a younger looking, kind of half elf working on it, but not a sea elf.
Gotcha.
There's like a bunch of like mini bottles, but she's like filling them with different things.
So Cass would be down there then, because he's waiting for the mini bar.
I hand it to you like I think there's lots left.
What?
There's enough for a couple of gulps.
He'll take a drink. Just kind of a drink to see what it tastes like.
Yeah. This is a new one to you.
Haven't had this before. Tastes pretty good though.
Oh yeah. It's like actually it would be close to like, so everyone's had seaweed, correct? We know-
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Probably.
Like if you put seaweed in a sake and you mix it with a bit of mineral water,
Okay.
and that's what you got.
Interesting taste.
but a little bit more bite.
Nice bite to it. Pretty good. Not bad. Cool
I
cup.
feel like there's water touching it. I don't know
Okay,
if
well, I don't feel that, but-
but
Yeah, I'm not.
You
getting
do
that.
have goosebumps. They are visible.
Yeah, but he's not feeling that
No,
because
you
he
don't.
didn't drink enough, right?
Right.
weird.
Okay, well, I'm not feeling whatever that is, but
It's odd.
yes.
You need to drink a good bit for that to happen.
You see,
Not
like
much left in that.
Goran is kind of watching from across the way to make sure you're both kind of reacting to it well. But
Oh, see, we have allergies.
you look at him, he gives you a big like, "Grrr," and he gets back to what he was doing.
Love him. I love him so much.
Not much left. I'll leave that for you guys. Again,
Aw.
minibar upstairs.
Great, though. You seem to like it a lot.
Indeed.
Which
Grantor will finish it.
Mm-hmm.
more than welcome to join
Easy.
at some
Yeah.
point.
No check needed. There's not enough to matter.
Down.
Such a cool cup.
Ah, I owe you coin.
Yeah, like 2 silver, man. It ain't that much.
No, it was more than that. Grantor pulls out like a little piece of paper and looks at it.
Oh yeah, I spotted you for the. I don't remember what I spotted you for. I remember spotting you.
Cloak of protection.
Yeah.
It takes him a while, but he counts out 131 gold pieces.
Aw, Grantor. Thanks, bud.
Indeed.
Can Cass look to see if anyone watched that exchange?
Uh huh.
We have
Natural
a room
20?
to ourselves,
Oh,
and you're
shit,
just
yeah.
Most of the
handing
room.
money over.
You do realize you just exchanged a fat sack of gold right in front of a whole fucking room, and everyone just pretty much watched that. So, just so you know, watch your pockets.
Noted.
I'll just shrug my big sword off my back and hang
Did
it
you
on
sit
my
down
chin.
next to Cranthor?
Yeah.
So, you see the people like watching it. You notice as like some of the sailors are watching it, the captain like takes his tricorn hat and like slaps the guy next to him. Like, no.
Anyone that looks like they're particularly interested with the natural 20.
Yeah, some of the other tables are a little more game to this. It looks like he's kind of being protected by the captain, who's like, "This is my guest. Like, don't do that." But there's tables who have no such intention, and they're like,
Cass will glare and kind of put a hand on his rapier.
"You mean intimidate?" You receive an assist. Goran at the bar is.
Not natural 20.
So yeah, you kind of do that. You see Goran kind of point at his wrist, and they kind of cast an eye to him, and they and go back to their business.
Cass will look to Gorn and kind of nod to him to be like, "Thank you."
Grantor doesn't even realize.
Yeah, my passive perception is 14.
And I don't think either of you
Probably
caught on to what
not.
happened. Like you've just been in your own world. He was like counting out the money.
We were just too excited about funny alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the whole transaction goes on. Finally,
Anyone
Goran finishes the drink he was working on and walks it over to the guy.
Anyone fucks with you, let me know.
He would be walking by if you say that. Me too.
What does... Oh. Grantor, we gotta stop playing with money in front of people.
Well, we will not play.
No.
Passing money at all in the middle of an open room is not a good idea.
Wouldn't pull
Grantor
out.
kind of
Plan to spend.
looks around. Does he see anybody looking at him?
Not now.
Yeah.
They're all much.
I will try to keep that in mind.
Sorry, again, invitation still stands. There is a full minibar upstairs if anyone would like to join me. I think I'm going to go look to see if there is a bath. Enjoy a nice, relaxing bath, and then
I didn't even think
To my
about
room for a
getting
minibar.
bath.
Shelda, make sure his bathwater's warm.
Oh.
Cass looks to Sheldon, Gives her a wink.
Just kind of like youngish half elf who's like, and she's trying to balance this like platter of like roughly a dozen mini bottles of alcohol as she's kind of working
He's
her
just
way
trying
toward
to
the
get your
stairs.
mini bar set up.
Cass will stand up. Allow me.
Okay,
He offers to help.
yes, mister.
Is she like kid?
No, she's
Okay, just young.
Yeah,
Okay.
and soft spoken.
I was gonna say kid. Cass wouldn't have done that, but
she is dressed the part. She does not have the personality of the part.
got it. Cass would still help her.
Probably like a city teenager who needed a job and got one, or the equivalent in half elf years to a teenager.
Cass would help her carry the minibar up though, because he wants his drinks.
Yeah, no, she every now and then like you're going up the stairs and she like helps you steady it a little bit. Yeah, it goes up and then she goes, I'll be right back with the a refresh of your water, so
Thank you.
takes off.
Yeah, Cranthor, if you don't mind hanging out here for about a half an hour, if you don't care, Mr. Gordon, you could have a bath set up on my room too.
Of course. Everyone good on drinks?
And people are kind of I can take it now. He goes to the back and he starts walking up the stairs holding a giant barrel of steaming water. He's-
Cranthor, you want me to save you any bath water?
Would he fit?
I might use it to like wipe down the shell or something.
I was gonna say, I'm thinking of the bath. Would he fit?
Oh no, you probably would not fit in a wash basin. You're too rigid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sit down and then it just like.
Yeah.
What about the captain's quarters one?
So yeah, you
Turtle
actually
size.
Hot tub.
you have a like a stone basin, and they pour the water into a like holding bay attached to it, but it's covered, or like, but they do cover it like after they're done, and there's like some soap that's mixed into that, and it looks like there's like a plug you can pull and it'll like let it out into the tub when you're ready.
Multiple person one though? Like would
It
it fit
could-
Cranthor?
Yeah. Cranthor
Okay.
would have to like lay down in it a little bit, but Cranthor, if you were to like go in one side and then like get up and then go to the other, could make it work.
Flop over
Yeah.
like a cat.
Fantastic.
But yeah, Shelda finishes that and like, if you need anything else, we'll be at the bar. And she gets out of your room really quickly.
Thank you, my dear. That's all Cass would say as she left.
Yep. Takes off. Very. She doesn't look you in the eye or anything. Just goes.
Aw.
Doesn't want to see anything.
Nope.
Possibly. And when you work in this line of employment.
Yeah.
Sometimes you see dicks.
You see some stuff.
But yeah, she's out of there. Meanwhile, Gorn is up to your room. Do you follow, or you just let him do his thing?
Yeah, I just let him do his thing.
Okay. Yeah, he's there for a couple minutes, and he comes back out. And
It's all ready. I would not wait too long. Those basins don't keep heat.
Right. Is that an extra charge?
No, it's on the house.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'll go up and take a bath.
you are
Fuck yeah.
got your own room, your own bath,
Heck yeah.
very comfy. There's a scrub brush. There's like 3 different kinds of like soap
That's
that are laid
weird.
up against the side.
Yeah, I'll just clean myself and my kit, and I'll just make sure my swords are cool, and when I'm done, I'll probably just turn in. I'll give Cranthor the key before I go up.
Sure.
I'll lock my door and probably sack out.
I think Cranthor would probably get into the corner and also go to sleep. It's like, what, 3 in the morning now?
Yeah.
It is very late.
Yeah, he's tired.
You to get a full night's rest, you guys are sleeping in.
That's
You're getting up just at checkout time. But yeah, you are able to do everything you want and conk out completely uninterrupted. Anything else for Cass?
Definitely gonna get a lady friend then if
Sure.
there's no one else is joining him at the minibar. He's like, well, I got this full minibar.
Might as well share the full minibar. Might as well share the full minibar.
He offered.
Grantor's tired.
It's 3 a.m., man.
Yeah. Drinking sauce. Fantastic.
Nothing stops Granthor from turning in if that's what he wants.
He does indeed.
All right.
Bedroll out on the floor and then.
So, Cass, do you go back downstairs and consult with Gorn?
Oh, definitely.
All right. Yeah, he is. It's thinned out, especially by this hour. There's only a few people left in the room. They all appear pretty drunk. Anyone is still up at this point, except for maybe one or two kind of less than honest gamblers who are just using this moment to take advantage of the last people standing.
Of course.
Gorn every now and again looks over at him and continues doing his chores behind the counter. As you approach, he raises an eyebrow and then, anything else I can help you with?
I was thinking I could use a companion tonight.
Of course. Do you have a preference?
Thinking a lady friend tonight.
Any particular background or experience?
Someone that can teach me something new.
Do we share a wall with his?
Yeah.
Great.
Well,
I've been around the block, friend, so more
Someone-
experience the better.
a little more skilled.
Yes.
Do you mind if they're a little older?
Surprise me.
Okay. He walks off and then he comes back a moment later. And in his stead, he has a. Let me see where this falls on this chart. There it is. A tiefling, which you have not seen many of in your travels. They are pretty rare. And he comes up and says, Sveta is talented in a number of ways. I'll let her explain that for herself.
Fantastic. Sven, Thomas. And then he'll kind of take her hand.
Oh, delighted. To your room then.
Of course.
She'll discuss the fine for her work.
Of course. Fine is an interesting term.
Sorry, normally I don't handle this bit. Then he goes back to washing things. And so
Of course.
she goes up with Cass. Winds up costing you an extra 5 gold.
5?
That's a good deal.
Yeah.
That's how you should work this book.
For the time, like if you, let's say you were a farmer, 5 gold is like a month.
Oh no, I'm saying.
Oh
when
yeah,
I'm-
that would be
I'm
awful.
saying when I'm hiring a professional, I don't want the good deal. I don't want the McDonald's. That's worse.
There's cheaper.
Yeah.
Would that be the higher end of this establishment from what?
Middling.
Middling?
You can do an insight check if you want.
Would you call that cock or 13?
I'll take it.
Alright. 13 flat.
You're not able to gather anything extra from that.
Alright.
She just seems alright with the deal.
Works for me.
She returns to your room. Anything else, anybody? Well, And you all begin your rest in one way or another. Some of you, it's you'll have a couple hours of downtime when you wake up. Some of you, it's before you go to bed. But you all awake, well rested, and ready for the day ahead of you. We will pause here. So you wake up the next day, freshly rested and ready to go. None of you have been interrupted, and the smell of breakfast foods and fish come from below.
Grantor doesn't need waking up today. He's already awake.
Just food there.
Fish.
Yeah, Ed is probably shrugging on armor and stuff. So, ready to get breakfast, big guy?
Oh, yes, indeed.
We head down for breakfast.
All right.
Yes, Sparks probably would have woke up pretty early. I went to sleep probably before everyone else.
Yeah, you
beat everyone by a good hour or two.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could already be down there.
I'd probably just be down there waiting.
Sure. So Gorn is nowhere to be seen, but what looks to be his
Curvaceous, apparently.
the sea elf who has some authority here seems to be running the show now. She is definitely you could see why he has made his advances and pity him that he is rejected, but she is kind of a very commanding presence as she kind of goes about the room and makes sure
one of those
things are she's keeping a well-run ship.
It's not like a Karen kind of feel.
No. It's not.
Imagine she gives like a Yennefer vibe.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'd get.
Yeah. No. She goes around every now and again. One of the patrons that's a little friendly with her, and she'll like make a snide remark back at them and kind of shut them down. But she is kind of going about making sure people are enjoying their meals, their drinks are being kept up, and that the staff is generally keeping on top of things. As you've been served for some time, and if you wanted to partake in a few early morning rounds of gaming, you could.
Probably not.
Okay. But as the last of you come down, she spots you. Oh, good, you're awake. I have been told that there is a carriage for you. Supposedly escort to or a ride to the Dreadbog.
Yes.
I hope so.
Gorn wasn't able to find a ship, but it's a reliable company that'll be taking you. Closed carriage, rations, the whole lot.
Awesome. Sounds great.
Their fee is for the trip. There are 4 of you total.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it's 3 gold a day per person.
Alright.
And they believe the trip will take them a total of 4 days.
Alright.
If you wish to contract them further past the Dreadbog, that will be between you and them. But I have been asked to collect the 12 gold from each of you up front for the trip.
Very well.
She will collect
I'll hand that over.
everyone's money if they're willing to hand it over.
Or imagine we just did use party loot.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say
However,
it's-
48 gold goes into her.
Yeah, I was gonna say
What
it's
would Runwind do?
party gold because it's
Yeah.
all of
It's
us moving.
transport,
Yeah, it's
I'd
all of us
say.
moving.
So,
Just subtract it from the 5 we put in, I guess.
see, I had that in notes. Sorry, people. 1,408 is how much we have. So,
Yeah, I was gonna say we have plenty in
12
there.
times 4.
48.
48. Thank you.
Yeah, we've got plenty in there right now.
48 from 1408 would be 1370.
1370.
All right. 48 from
1360.
1408.
I think Drake has it.
1360,
1360.
according to the calculator that I just used.
Granthor, you reckon we'll be able to stock up on provisions and such in the Dreadbog, or should we pick stuff up here?
do believe they said that they'd have rations for us.
After that, from like the
Oh.
Bosch's bounty.
We haven't used really.
Would I
any
know
of
if we have rations available for
managed to
sale?
find
I
to buy
believe you do,
rations.
but I do not keep a tally
Every
of that
time we
myself.
stop.
I mean, at the bog.
Oh, like your village?
Yeah.
I don't think
They-
we
yeah, they
use
have
them very
food.
often
Okay.
because
Yeah.
most of our meals have been provided. But all
We're not,
could,
we're not starving.
right,
we could part with food.
all right.
I hope you like fish.
I'm sure I'll learn to. You say that so menacingly, Granthor.
I love fish.
Did we get the elf's name from Gorn? The she-elf's name?
I believe Cass did, but he didn't share that with
Shelda?
anybody.
No,
Yeah.
that was the girl.
No, that was the half elf.
That was the girl that, yeah.
Wrong notes page. No. You did not.
Oh,
Yes, where might we find the miss? What was your name again?
My name?
Yeah.
Io Wavewalker.
Wait. It's nice to meet you, and thank you kindly for the information. And
Of course.
lining up transport for us.
And if you need any assistance, myself and those here at the Merchant's Fortune will be more than pleased to help you.
for clarification too, I would have over the long rest. I would have had enough time to attune to that amulet, correct?
Yes, you would have.
Awesome.
Is that a radius or just on you?
Just on me.
Okay. And did Gorn say what his last name was? I think I missed it.
Fumblefoot.
Fumblefoot, because he had the peg leg. Got it.
Cass would be the last one down. Did she pass that on to them before he got down?
I would say she was waiting for her knowledge of the party to fully
okay.
be available before she
Gotcha.
engaged you that way.
Gotcha. Do I need to roll a con save to see if Cass is hungover? He did have a whole mini bar with one other person.
Let me see how much Shelda drank.
Or not Shelda, but...
Sorry, not Shelda.
yeah.
Sorry, your company.
Yep. I mean, Shelda can join us if she would like. Sure, we could show her a thing or two.
She did seem pretty timid.
I know.
That would have taken some work. No, you gather she is less than comfortable.
Right.
Yeah, you guys split about 50-50. Go ahead and give me a con.
He's hungover. I was going to say that's a 4. Plus, I think only like 2.
So you
Yeah. 6.
you do or actually you are woken up by the company that stayed with you until her time was up for the night. And she gives you a very generous good morning and then goes on her way. But you're definitely awake. Ready to go.
Not fully functioning, I don't think.
Probably not, but
Good morning, Thomas.
Have a good time there, buddy.
I did.
there's some like marks where like rope was and stuff.
I don't know if they can see that actually. His armor
Oh,
will
it's
go all
true.
the way,
Yeah,
all the way
yeah.
up.
Dang
I guess maybe on his neck
Maybe,
And-
yeah.
might see.
it. Damn, buddy. Real good time.
You look
She was quite
unwell.
fantastic. Little hungover.
You have a good night, Mr. Sparks?
Yeah, still pretty good.
It's a nice place. You did good, Grandor. This is a good place.
Indeed. Always follow your nose. It leads to good things.
I think what I've learned is I will always follow your nose. did lead to good things.
Well, shall we head out, gentlemen?
Indeed. Cranthor pushes the door open and starts walking out.
God, this fucking sun.
Sure. You go walking out. Aya kind of says, the caravan will be here soon, but it's going to be a minute. I have to confirm that you'll accept their services.
Apologies.
Feel free to do shopping in the meantime. I'll make sure they wait for you. They'll be just out front.
Of course. Do we require anything?
I think so.
A nap.
Perhaps some herbs for dear Thomas.
I don't think they're gonna help him.
Nope.
Depends on the herbs.
I've heard a beer in the morning's good for you.
Sure. Add fuel to the fire. That's what we're gonna do.
Yes.
Hair of the wolf.
Sure. Not following, I don't think.
Ed'll just
What?
sit out in the sunshine and wait for a caravan to get here.
Yeah, it's nice out.
Cranthor too.
Kind
Kind of
They send a runner out to go get your caravan. About 45 minutes later, a wagon does pull up. An individual on the front of it who's dressed fairly well, kind of a traditional driver's outfit. You lot, you're who I'm taking?
To the Dread Bog, yes.
Yeah, that's what I was told.
Yes.
Well. We do service that, so in you go.
Cranthor gets in.
Alright, in we go.
Yeah, so you walk in, and inside of this, there's like a snack bar with like refreshments and stuff. And there's like some cushion seating and things. It's not super fancy, but it's nice. Definitely nicer than what you've been traveling in, like military wagons and things like that. And shortly after you all clamber in, there's a yeah. You're off.
Y'all need us to help keep an eye out or anything?
If there's trouble, be sure to let you know. We don't have any official guards, but
We shouldn't need them.
good. We could pick some up at the gate before we leave if you need.
Nah.
Okay. Well, off we go
Off we go.
to the Dreadbog.
Hey, it's a cool place.
That's a word for it.
Home sweet home.
He proceeds to take you down the road on a journey that you were told took you about 4 days.
I'm taking a nap. Good night.
I say the you kind of ride through the early morning out of the city. A guard kind of peeks in, looks at all of you for a bit. Okay. And you're cleared to go. You pull along the road for 4 or 5 hours. And then, does anybody here have a warrant for their arrest? And then
to
you
my knowledge.
you see an individual garbed in a purplish cloak and a breastplate throw aside the kind of, it's a little nicer than canvas, kind of a cotton cover to this thing from the back. and he, you recognize the stamp. Well, two of you recognize the stamp of a King Shadow operative, and he glances at each of you. Afternoon. Tell me, what is your business leaving the city? Going toward the Dreadbog, according to your driver. Unusual destination.
I am visiting my home.
Well, that does check out. Do you mind if I see?
I couldn't stop you if you wished it.
I promise. If you don't fight, I will be gentle. And not the first time you felt a foreign presence kind of start going through your memories, and
never get used to it though.
No, it is invasive as hell.
I will, if he starts getting to the section with the kid, I'm gonna try to stop him from looking at that.
Well save.
Oh boy. Probably not. That's actually I have +1 to save, so it's not a negative. It's a flat 13.
So the rest of you who are watching this, as this guy's going through it, his eyes appear like almost glazed over while he's got like his hand on Cranthor's temple, and then Cranthor's eyes are like kind of rolled back a bit as he just sits there for a moment. And then he releases. He goes, the boy. You left him with Megorium? And you did retrieve him. Speak!
We did.
Your turtle friend has no idea of the value of this person. Do any of you?
Not in particularly.
No, we were asked to retrieve him. That was it.
Bounty hunters. Know that this contract has put you in a curious position with the law. However, you do not have what I seek, and I have no interest in delaying my pursuit further. You are free to go.
Well, what are you seeking? Maybe we can help you out.
No, I believe I must pay a visit to this Megorium. Have a good day. And he kind of throws the curtain shut. And you hear the sound of hooves taking off.
Damn.
Shortly thereafter.
I couldn't keep him from it.
It's your fault, man.
Then,
Cassian, can you send word? At least give him a heads up.
It's actually been 2 days, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Where I can send, so. Yep. Cass will send the bird to Megorium, letting him know King Shadow stopped us, read Cranthor's mind, be on your guard, and then send it.
The bird takes off.
That'll be fun.
He knew just as well as we knew. It's not like you can stop a King Shadow from looking at things.
You're after the hooves are kind of distant. Your driver appears, you hear him dismount and come around back. Do you need me to take us a different route?
No.
Because if we're in trouble with the authorities, I'd rather not take the main road.
I do not believe we are in trouble with them.
What is this other route slower?
Yeah, but they won't be as patrolled.
I think we should do that.
At least to avoid the eyes, just in case.
Especially if that guy was in a hurry, but I can't promise if he's got any friends coming up, they will be.
True.
Right.
If you all think it wise, I agree.
Perhaps just take a little bit different route, yes.
We're going to have to cut through a part of the bog to get to the place I was originally told to stop, but, well, here. And he pulls out a map and unfolds it. And where you are trying to go is kind of the northeasternmost part of the Dread Bog. And where he is pointing as the entrance is a path that starts at the kind of almost mid-eastern part of the swamp. And then it kind of meanders around not too far from the center, and then carts around this way. Those roads, as you are aware, are not completely intact, but they might be functional.
Do I know if there's anything particularly bad in that area?
You do know that if you take that path, you will wind up going straight through a good chunk. Sure. Of Sasanhar's territory.
If we take this route, we will go through the territory of the dragon. We would need tribute, most likely.
Can you give us a minute?
Sure. I'll be up front. Just let me know where you want me to take you.
Perfect.
Keep in mind, if it's much, I'm going to charge more.
Right. Cash shuts him out. So, story time. Before we met you, and I had met you, but I might have made a deal with Megorium. I need to deliver something to Sasanahar the dragon on Megorium's behalf. So, crossing through his territory may not be bad, because I may have something that we can offer. I am supposed to...
Sasanahar is a female dragon.
Oh, well, I may have something to offer her, then. Part of this, I'm supposed to get something back, and then I'm going to deliver it to Megorium. So...
Is this what Finnegan sensed?
Yes. I know the necromancers want it. If it's in the possession of Sasanahar, likely it's something that they cannot then get to. Wouldn't you agree?
I like it.
And what are you getting out of this?
I get rid of my bounty.
Permanently.
Yes. Megorium's given me a way out.
It's a hella good trade.
That would be helpful.
So, again, could offer this, see if this tribute is
I would
acceptable.
expect it would be.
And what happens if it's not, Krantor?
What would happen if it isn't?
The minions would either demand more, if you're speaking to the minions of Sahanar.
No.
If it is the dragon itself, you could just die in an acidic death.
How likely is it we will actually meet Sasanahar from what I know?
Depends on how important the item is.
And I've never met her.
No. But you have met Megorium. And you are familiar with tales of Sasanahar.
I've been saying the name wrong. Where is that in my notes?
The Blight Queen of the Dread Bog.
Let me just
Sounds scary as hell.
can you spell her name for me?
Sasanahar.
I ain't gonna remember any.
And what was her title?
The Blight Queen of the Dread Bog. She is an ancient black dragon who has a flight that has remained independent of the kingdom here for longer than the kingdom has been around.
think I got that spelled right. We'll see.
And how much is your bounty?
The name is less complicated than you think. It's just Sasa Hanahar.
Oh. I'm missing an H then, I think.
I was too.
Wouldn't
Why
you
do you
like
ask?
to know, Weather Boy?
Because we're all risking our lives to get you out of a bounty. We're not getting anything out of this.
It's true.
And you just said you would have rather abandoned that family yesterday to make extra money. Are we going to be the ones getting abandoned tomorrow for money?
To be fair, again, you made that deal, and my understanding was that deal was 3,500 gold. Then to hear it's cut by 1,000 because this family showed up was
Actually,
frustrating.
we all went and talked to him, and we all made that deal.
You made the deal by picking up that stone, my friend.
You're right, and I made us 2,500 gold compared to 250 we were going to make in 2 weeks.
You did that, however, you also took a piece of the bounty that we got from the item that I sold, despite you not having a piece of it, despite you not being involved in that.
What's your point?
My point being is that you've profited from us as well.
Not as much as you profited from me.
I will be back. Karanthor steps out and goes out to the driver.
So I'll ask again, what's your bounty worth and what
We
do you get
will-
out of this?
Don't cross talk.
Right.
Going to turn me in, Sparks.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm asking what do we get out of this and what's your bounty worth?
Bounty was 1,000, and at the time I made this deal that wasn't really within my reach.
That's a pretty laughable amount of money there.
That's what you think.
It is. That's why I didn't sweat the 1,000 from Megorian, but you apparently are.
I'm a little frustrated, yes, because that wasn't a part of my understanding of what contract we took.
And what's this contract here? We're not getting anything out of this. Why should we go risk talking to this dragon?
That's up to you then, Sparks, isn't it?
It
Etta
is.
was planning to join me, and it sounds like Karanthor is on board.
Well,
If you're
kids
not,
will go along with anything. They don't care if they get anything out of it, and they'll also risk their lives for no reason.
then fair.
Hey, it's not for no reason.
What's the reason?
Cassian not having a bounty on him.
Well, doesn't concern me.
Guilty by association, trust me, if they found you with me, you would be dead too.
They just did, and they walked off.
That's not where my bounty's from, friend.
Again, I don't know if that's worth talking to this dragon.
I guess that's a choice you have to make, my friend. They're on board whether you are or not. I can't stop you from leaving or going your own way, but I also know that this is something that I've taken a deal. I've said I'm going to do it, and this seems to be a way to do it.
And what do I get out of it? Will offer anything to help?
I don't have much to offer, friend.
I mean, other than just going along because the party's going, I don't see a reason.
I mean, literally, Cass doesn't really have much on him.
I can just tag along with a party to make it easy, I guess. But other than that, really.
Have if Mr. Sparks could roll a history check.
Critical failure.
No. I mean, you will get to meet a dragon potentially, a very old one, with a horde that is quite large.
I mean, sometimes I've said it a lot, Mr. Sparks. Sometimes it's not for the money.
That's all he was bitching about. That's all he cared about. He would have abandoned a family of 5 people to make an extra 200 gold. He said that yesterday.
Yeah, I
Make
ain't
an
fond
extra-
of those words.
To make an extra 1,000 for the
Well,
group.
200 for you. If we would have split that up even more, is what that boils down to.
Right, but 1,000 for the group is a total.
So that's what 5 people's lives are worth to you.
I was an assassin. I killed people for much less.
That's what'll happen to all of us for tagging along with someone like this.
But we're trying to be better, right?
Are we?
That's why I'm here, Mr. Sparks. I'm not here to be a mercenary or to hurt people. I left to be able to leave the capital because I didn't have to stay there anymore. It's hard to travel the world without doing something in return to make your way. So that's what I'm doing. Right now, Cassian's been somebody who's saved me a couple times. We've been traveling together for a while. We're friends now. That's why I'm going.
People like that turn on you when it's convenient or the price is right.
Right. He's had times he could have turned on us.
I mean, that
He's
hasn't
had
been convenient
times.
or the price has not been right.
We've also had opportunities to turn him in.
You guys don't care about money.
Right.
You two.
Cranther's not here. Cranther fucking abandoned me.
I'll point in his direction.
Yeah. We took your job, Mr. Sparks.
Because we were getting paid. And we did get paid.
Right, but we took a huge risk messing with the King's Shadow.
Exactly. I'm taking a huge
And
risk
then-
here and I'm not getting anything out of it. You guys were getting money for taking that risk.
Right, and again, we lost money on that as
You
well.
made money because I found us that job on my own that we would have never had.
Right, but you also have gotten honest about going off and doing things on our own when you talked about how you're a delegator.
You guys told me to go find that job on my own because you were happy sticking with the candy man.
We said if you wanted something, go do it. Well, fine.
And I did.
And also, I did that as well, and then you got on me about not trusting people and also not sharing things with the party, so...
If I can switch really quick to Cranthor. You walk toward the front. The driver is looking at his map, and you see him kind of fretting over the particular pathways that might be taken throughout the bog to get to the final destination. He turns over to look at you as you kind of come, your loud stomping footsteps approach him.
Yeah, I'm making no attempt at stealth whatsoever.
And he goes, can I help you?
We will go this way.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of point him through a pathway that you know. Is this based on what you know Cass is looking to do? Okay. Yeah, you give him a pathway that you think is reasonably reliable, that kind of cuts through close to the heart of the Dread Bog, but then kind of just like, let's say, straight west, and then it curves up and around and goes kind of northward, which is about where your tribe would be. He is, sure. Is there a particular reason we're taking this path? It is a little longer. Might cost a little extra, especially when you do that much of the bog. I wasn't expecting it.
How much more?
Given the increase in travel time and, the danger to my property, 30 gold pieces.
Can I insight to see whether I feel like he's trying to screw me?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, 13 plus 4, I think. Oh wait, I have it on here. Yeah, that'd be 17.
Yeah, you think he might be upcharging a little too much for that.
How much too much do I?
It's not super extreme, but he could definitely charge less, and it would be an honest compensation.
I am afraid I only have 20.
Oh, well, I would hate to put a total out, I suppose, and you're going to see your family. 20 will do. Take your sack of 20 gold and kind of shove that in a larger sack that is on his belt. Very good. Is there anything else?
No.
Okay. Whenever you're all ready to go, just give me a message and we'll continue.
as soon as I return to the cart.
Of course. I'll be here.
Thank you, sir.
Do you walk back with the car, or do you? Okay. So Cranthor, as you guys are having your discussion, comes clambering back in.
Edda shoots you a look of such betrayal.
Granthor avoids the look. Well, I have us en route.
En route to where?
My home. Via a short detour.
The detour with the dragon. I guess that decision was made then.
We
Dude,
ain't
that it
gone
was.
but 10 feet up the road, Mr. Sparks. If you don't want to come, you don't have to come. Sometimes you just...
Do you not wish to come?
Let's now see what I'm getting out of it.
You wanted to travel with a group, right?
Well, we did stick our necks out for you as well.
In what way?
Again, by going to...
That was a
Right.
job you guys were offered compensation for. That's not sticking your neck out for me.
That's still sticking our neck out. We
No,
are...
that's always taking on a job to be employees. Does a construction worker stick his neck out as a bricklayer? No, they take on a job, they do that job for compensation.
When it is something that is questionable with the law, it is sticking your neck out, especially something as dangerous as the King's Shadow.
But you didn't have to do it, and you weren't doing me a favor. I would have found a way to do it with or without you.
No.
I even offered multiple times for you guys not to help me. If you didn't want to, I made sure all of you guys wanted to do it.
Mr. Sparks, I can't say I wanted to do. I wanted to help them. I wouldn't have wanted to stick my head out for the King's Shadow to see, which is what we did. What we have done.
I am tired of them prodding around in my mind.
It's twice now for you, but I'm sorry.
And the boy.
Hopefully Megorium can take care of him.
I think if anybody can, it's probably him.
Probably.
Sometimes, Mr. Sparks, investments aren't always made with money.
I think he'll leave.
Just pop out of the back of the wagon?
I thought we weren't moving.
Oh, yeah, no, you're not. It's not like you're jumping off.
Oh, I
and
thought we were
moving.
standing off to the side.
You are. You're still, like, in. I thought you were still in, like, the carriage proper.
I thought we were in the carriage as well.
I don't think we were.
I thought we were,
I don't
but
think
maybe
we
I'm...
ever got
I will say,
I
but prior to this point, you had been traveling a little bit.
Mm.
But if you wanted to pop out, you could. It was stopped. But just kind of there.
Okay.
You know. But yeah.
Yeah, we'll stay behind.
Okay, Mr. Sparks opens up the carriage door and kind of clambers down the steps. Shut the door to the carriage and wait by the side of the road. You're,
Safe travels, Mr. Sparks.
You guys, good luck out there.
Me too.
Rumblefit, guide your steps, Mr.
Rumblefit's not a real god. I've got Zagid watching me.
The driver looks back through like a window. He puts a slider and so we good to go?
I guess so.
Okay. He slides it back up, and you feel the carriage shake a little as it continues down the road. You're shortly thereafter kind of feel it turning. It goes along a different path. You are making a direct approach to the Dread Bog. We will end there.